question for you, which is really cool. So because it's like you're full time like producer, like all of like doing the presets. I know you're doing the Patreon thing. You're fucking busy with that, and just that it like I see your video. Everybody sees your video. I think like it's a lot of job. Just the editing of it is like people don't realize how much time that takes.
Um, that's why the videos that I try to post are super simple. So if someone asked, let's say they want me to remake something super hard that I need to explain in like a minute video, I'm not gonna post it. Not
Yeah,
because I don't want to post it, but it's because
1 minute
it takes
won't
a lot
do.
of time to just like no, not only that, but you need to edit it. You need to subtitles. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, make it interesting, make it funny, and it's a lot of work. But yeah, dude, I've been actually pretty busy. Actually, I haven't posted the Patreon pack yet because I've been like, just
Oh
dude, I
shit.
gotta do the
Oh, you're
artwork, I gotta
running
do the
off.
preview.
So sorry.
No, yeah, I was literally just sound designing before I was like going into the Discord.
um. So we'll get started now. Well, welcome, Trvcy. Everybody would say what's up to Trvcy. Amazing producer. If you don't know him, you should know him. He's amazing. You probably I've seen him on Instagram. Fucking master sound designer. Uh, Hi Trvcy. if 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 people would know you, like, could you drop a line just like who you are, just kind of like to explain.
So I've been making music for like a decade, more than a decade, and I think I got like a big following after some NSD releases, some Never Say Die releases, and from there I started kind of like just teaching people how to make music because I'm from Argentina, so it's a little bit hard to play shows here.
Yeah.
And here we are, just a few like 6 years later, just in the stream. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I make music, I teach people how to make music, or at least I try to teach people how to make music,
Yeah,
and
hell yeah.
that's
I mean,
it.
it works. Clearly, whenever I put your name, people are like fucking super stoked. I think like you go further than what you think. Definitely, I can tell you that.
And also, thank you for just inviting me. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing the those demo review for it's what the 24 now. So get rid do size very much. I need to count. I'm terrible on my 6 months. Officially the 6 months we've been doing that every Monday. So we started that during almost December, a little bit before December, and
Hmm.
I just had more time, so I was like, hey, like, and I had you probably have a trillion too, like in your inbox, like, hey, listen to this, listen to that, listen to this. I'm like, okay, I'll do one, do two, and now I end up doing 10 a day. I was like, fuck, like. I love that, but it takes so much time, and like I know that was a thing already, like by a bunch of people. So I was like, hey, like, we'll just kind of like we'll try it, with Slut. He has his name is Brendan. He was able to like code everything, and we kind of like give a lot of love into it. And every Monday, we started. We had like 5 people. I was like, you know what, fuck it, like let's have fun. And now, today, how many we have? Like I think we have like over 50 submission. So it keeps on growing, and at the end of the day,
Yeah.
I feel like it's a place where also for me, I created like the server this because as a producer, often I feel we're alone. It's like I ask my mom, my girlfriend. I don't have a cat or a dog, but I'd be like, "What do you think about this?" To be like, "Yeah, yeah." I'm like, "Oh fuck," and I wanted
Yeah.
to have like just a place where I can share music, talk about music, where it's a similar language. Like not everybody understand like this is a
Yeah.
drop, this is a
And
compression, this is that, and I feel like that'd be cool to have a space where I can chat, hang out, share some thoughts, or just even just talk with people that we connect with, with music. So I think that's kind of like where it started, and ever since it's kind of like not everybody has a time, but everybody that's been giving us time. Normally we only 30 minutes to an hour. It's kind of like
mhm.
what's been the general. I do it often till 5, but like just the time, and people respect a lot of people that comes in like you. I know people love your stuff, and it's and we have people in the crowd that's been like up and coming, but also some people that's been like really good, like flexing about their music. I'm like, damn,
Dude,
that's really
also
good.
like there's like kids that maybe are like 12 years old and they're making stuff now, so it's kind of insane.
It's
Like you never
scary.
know.
I'm
You
like,
never know
fuck,
what.
I'm old. Like, I listen to what's coming out. Like, how old are you? 10 years old? Like, there was one from Europe. His name is He's probably gonna come in. But he's like, yeah, like 16 or 15 years old. I'm like, fuck, I wish I was like I started that young, you know.
Yeah.
Also we have a hi, bonjour. Your camera is upside down. Are you good? You have like a little
I
like jerk.
know.
What's happening?
I think I'm like spinning and my head's like not all the way put on right. I'm trying to figure it out. I'll keep you guys updated. How's it going?
Oh, we're good. We're
What's up,
good.
dude? Good to see you.
Yeah, hell
Good to
yeah.
see you too.
Hi, part of the Barnyard family, which is like the mentoring um, collective that I know Trvcy is part of. I'm part of that we do lessons of. So I felt like it was a given that I was like, ah, yo, hi, come hang out, give us, just chilling. Just I know people love your work, respect what you do also a lot, So it goes a long way that you guys can be here listening to and giving some tips of on the demos that people sending.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I've been sitting in silence for the past couple weeks on the stream. Everybody in this call, I don't know if is it a stage or a call, Fred? What do you call this?
I would say a stage, yeah.
Everybody in here is making some amazing stuff. It's really awesome to like see when you come back too. So I'm
Yeah.
really excited
I
to
think it's just the
to check it out.
consistency that makes people like, every Monday. Now, I barely, I should definitely promote it more, but still, like, sometimes when I promote it, we had like 60, 70 people in here. The chat get crazy. Like, it's pretty wild, And it's cool. So basically, the idea of like, one thing I want, like, you were talking, like, like, I've been having this server a long time ago, but, I really reboosted it like probably 6 months ago, and that was always a
Mhm.
problem, like, interaction, people like not coming and or just dying, and so we created this thing. It's called the SLUGZ coin. It's basically an economy inside the server that whenever every time you comment, you get money. And then with that, we have a channel that is called a store, and you can buy preset, you can buy one-on-one session, you can buy like bunch of stuff with it. So every time you comment, you get money. So then like it gets people talking, like really commenting and like get into that vibe. So I've seen that's been really really exciting for everybody.
Yeah. How
Um,
do the coins work? So do they get the coins when they get the feedback, or how are they
so every
assigned
time
the
like
money?
now in the comment section now in the stage right now, like in the chat, every time people comment one thing, see someone posted the leaderboard, that's the amount of like comment they left, So basically that with that money, they go in the store section, and then within there, you whatever amount of money you have, you can buy. So basically with 1250 you could buy like skip the line, so basically you'd be like the first one to be like on the review demo. So I always invite everybody. Yeah, the submission are closed now. Sorry, I've been talking too much as usual. But yeah, submissions are closed. But yeah, that's kind of like just how it goes. Just to run you through Trvcy, you probably did it a million times, so it's nothing new really. So how we go about it is we listen 2 minutes of a song that that gets picked up from the wheel, and with that,
Hmm.
basically, we just give constructive criticism. I hate whenever it's like, yeah, that sucks. It's like there's nothing
Or
else.
that's sick. I feel like that's worse.
It's the
When
worst.
they
Like
say like, no, that's sick. That's it.
yeah, exactly. I think it's stupid. I'm not. I like. Sometime I had like Cold Panda. He was nice, but somebody like, this is shit. Here's why. But at least like he's straight up. I always invite you to be straight. It's more like, like I was always like we're here to help each other. It's kind of like the whole idea of this place. So it's not only about just being like it's just to help like especially you. Like I feel a lot of people do a lot of like music that you produce, so you inspire a lot of them. So like from your perspective of like what would be dope, often could be that
Hmm.
goes from like mixing stuff or like hey sidechain too loud or whatever that goes into like maybe the pattern or construction. So it's really just to hear your thoughts, nothing really
Yeah.
new, but they really just love and appreciate your vision on their song. So it's kind of like just the idea of it.
Yeah. We'll try to keep it positive and
Yeah.
without roasting anyone. Nah, I don't like to do that. I mean, I know that some people do, but I feel like it's not really
There,
necessary.
there's Twitter for that. I think you can go on Twitter if you want to get
I swear,
roasted. If
yeah.
not, like I'm kind of like I try to just have fun with it. So And the wheel is basically because we have so many names. Normally we would have run through like the top to the bottom, but now there's way too many
Mhm.
now. So we spin the wheel. If you're in the chat, you have to be in the chat to get picked, and the song has to be unreleased. If you're not in the chat, you have like 5 seconds um, to say, hey yo, what's up? I'm here. If not, we just move to the next one. So it keeps people in too, because if not, like, why would we give like a review of someone if it's not there, or a song that's already
Yeah.
released? It wouldn't do anything for it. So without further ado, if you have any question, let me know. If not, we could start.
Yeah, let's run it.
Let's run it.
Spin the
And I have
wheel.
the money wheel. Every 30 minutes, we give like 50 coins to someone, and normally we do like 10 jumping jacks. So I know you're a big fan of like doing the bar thing. I don't know if
SLUGZ.
we could do that. If not, it's just kind of like a little break for like a minute or something. So yeah, let's go. Let's spin the wheel. Everybody is
Do
there.
it.
His name. Everybody's name in there is there. Don't bug me if you don't see your name. It's in there. The submission has closed 3 minutes ago, so make sure to be here to get picked. And also we have our mod. Boogar is the mod in here. If you talk shit, go crazy, he's gonna ban you. We don't care about this. We don't deal with that shit either. So basically, big shout to Boogar. And he's tagging the people too, so it's pretty easy. If you see a name, or just you can put your hands up so I can invite you on stage. And if not, well, next one. Revivax, I just invited you. Make yourself, if you're there, let me know. If not, countdown will start. Because I see it's there, but not sure. So, oh, here you go. Hey, Revivax, how are you?
Yo,
What's up, dude?
hello.
Hey.
I don't speak very good English, sorry.
Oh, you're French.
Bah ouais.
Oh shit, yes. I love that. I love
Si
that.
jamais tu pourras leur faire la traduction.
Oui, oui, ok, oui, oui. Mais tu comprends bien ou non?
Je comprends 60% à peu près, genre.
Ok, cool, parfait.
Mais donc vous pouvez donner votre feedback en anglais, je comprendrai un petit peu quand même.
Ok, cool, parfait. All right, so what do you have for us today, my French friend? Qu'est-ce que t'as aujourd'hui pour nous?
Bah c'est un son un peu redeem, je pense. En vrai, c'est un des premiers sons que j'ai sound designé en entier, tu vois.
Ok, sick. So you did the whole sound design of this one. So he's French. Do you guys understand French or no?
Not at all.
Oh, okay. So
Sorry,
Not
guys,
one.
sorry.
we can talk shit as much as we want now. No, I'm joking. Sick. So yeah, it's pretty much with him. So how long is this song? Let's see. It's la chanson est 2 minutes 40. Normalement, on fait 2 minutes. Tu veux que je skip?
Ok, bah passe directement au deuxième partie, milieu.
Ok, cool.
Ouais.
Parfait, super. Donc, alright, let's get to it. All right. So Trvcy, you're the guest. how would you like to go? You want me to start? You want to start? It's really you're the guest, so you choose.
I can start.
Okay, cool.
So there's a few things that I can point out like super quick that maybe are kind of like the most important ones, I guess. And for example, the first part of the drop has kick plus snare, right? And I've seen it. I mean, I've heard it a lot of times, and I feel like when that happens, when you use kick plus snare, both basically the transients, I mean, the body of the kick and the body of the snare are really close. So it's like maybe 100 or 200 range. They usually clash with each other. So the first part sounded a little bit weird on the snare, just because they're basically competing for that transient, for that hit. So I usually just like to use either like a higher clap, like I don't know, maybe like a higher pitch clap, or a snare,
Trvcy sample pack that you can buy.
or maybe this pack that's on my. Nah, I'm just kidding.
This $1 million pack, this million SLUGZ coin pack. No, okay, sorry.
No, but the second part sounded way better, just because it has
Okay.
just a clap. And
Okay.
another thing is that, and this is just me, but I feel like it's important to keep in mind, for example, the context of the section you're playing. For example, you have the drop, and usually the drop is the most energetic part and the heaviest part of the track. So usually this lead they have playing the melody on the drop could fit a little bit better in terms of energy and the character, you know? So for example, when I use vocals on tracks, let's say melodic, quote unquote, heavy tune, I like to really distort vocals just to get that sort of energy out of vocals too. Because if I use a super clean vocal on top of super heavy sounds, it's gonna sound a little bit off. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much the only two things that I would say. Sound design is good, arrangement is good. Maybe there's like a lot of things happening at some points, like the chants and like the haha hey ho, all those samples, you know. But
Mhm.
Maybe
that's
switch
fine.
it.
I guess
Hoo,
that
haha. I feel that'd be like at least different, maybe a little bit, but yeah.
maybe just and one more thing, and that's it. In the build up, I feel like the sidechain is also killing a few elements. So one thing that I like to do is basically reduce the amount of sidechain that you have at the more kicks or snares or drum hits you have. So it's just like a small thing that I would try to just apply, you know. So the closer you go to the build up to the pre-drop, you would release the amount of compression that you applying to the sounds. So that way you can still get the drum hits, but also everything on top.
Nice. Okay. Okay.
Can I say something too?
Yes, please.
Okay. On these tracks, like I love to like look for moments when you're able to like bop your head and like really get into like the flow, the push and pull of it. And I felt like the hentai vocal, it was sick, but it was like kind of it was not allowing me to like really bop and flow. Maybe it's like just delayed a little bit slightly off the offbeat, or
Okay.
is it right on? Is it like right on the 2 and the 4?
Il demande
Maybe
une
it is.
question, je
Maybe
sais pas si t'as entendu ou bien.
Ouais, mais je comprends 60% de ce qu'ils disent. De ce que j'ai pu comprendre, en gros, il y a des problèmes au niveau des transitoires.
Ouais, le sidechain, il parlait,
Ouais.
il demandait la question pour le vocal. Est-ce qu'il est,
Ah,
il est comme
est-ce
sur
qu'il y a
le
du
off?
traitement dessus?
Ouais, il dit qu'il est comme dessus au lieu d'être
Il en
on.
manque, ouais. Je pense qu'il manque du traitement sur le vocal, ouais, c'est ça en fait.
Le traitement et le placement aussi. Parce qu'il dit,
Ok.
techniquement, il est comme sur le kick, pas off. Fait que ça fait comme, ça fait stomp plus que genre, pou, ah,
Ok, ok.
genre, ça fait du sens.
Thank you so
Ok.
much, Fred. I
Bah, en
didn't
tout
know
cas,
how to.
merci les gars.
No, yeah, I mean, puis pour moi personnellement, I'll say it in French. Pour moi personnellement, c'est juste le sub. Vers la fin, le sub est plus genre un gros hit au lieu de follow, genre les tout, genre il est plus en.
Ouais, oui, je l'ai laissé à part.
Fait qu'on
Ouais, c'est
dirait
ça.
que dans ma tête, dans des trucs comme ça, souvent le rhythm où ça suit, ça va suivre genre. Genre mettons tout, au lieu d'être.
Ouais.
Ça fait plus d'excitation pour moi personnellement.
Ok, ok.
Mais fait que c'est pas ça. Écoute, merci d'avoir envoyé. Thank you so much.
Bah, merci à vous. Thank you, guys.
thank you for sending. It was good. I feel like I just said like just the specific feedback, and I didn't say anything about the track. So sorry about that.
Like, I hate this song. No. But yeah, I mean that's exactly what people wants to hear. You know, it's kind of like just those elements. I think like that's kind of like the whole idea of the server. Just like the idea of like being able to send your song somewhere that can hear. Maybe you knew it already. You know, I think that's kind of like the beauty of it. So, Magu is the one that's like 15 years old. That's like just doing crazy music. So for you, it's gonna be there. But yeah, it's wild. Zeski. Let's see. Right here, Zeski. Alright. You're invited. Hello.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hey, ça va? Yeah, are you good? Sorry, French. Too much French.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good, and you?
It's going good, man. Just at work right now. But I'm excited to be a part of the stream right now. I've been watching the past couple weeks, and the money wheel got me a couple weeks ago, so I'm happy to be here.
Sick. Hell
Nice.
yeah. What you got for us today?
Man, so I have my first outdoor event of the year coming up on the 6th, and me and my buddy Zero are going back to back, and I made an intro specifically for this event. Kind of more on like the experimental, like wonky kind of quacky side. But this is my first go at 100% myself, putting something on professional speakers. So
Sweet.
really excited about that. Any type of critiquing is more than welcome. So roast me.
Okay, perfect. I see it's 3 minutes. What part of the song you wanted us like from the beginning to, or like we do 2 minutes?
If you want to start maybe like 35 seconds in, that should be right.
All right. Perfect. I'll start at that. I'll start it there. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
All right, let's go.
On basics, on basics, 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 basics,
Alright, Z shit. Z shit.
Z shit. That's what it is.
Not really, yeah, no, people, you're not saying that, but, because, people, I guess, like, was confused. Alright, Mr. Trvcy, what would you like? Would you like to start?
Am I going first? Okay, I really enjoy these tunes. I really like them. I suck at making them for some reason. Like, I cannot really make this good. But one thing that I would work on maybe is I feel like there's a lot of cool synths and cool basses. But I feel like the call and response phrase is not that catchy. And I feel like the reason why is because you're kind of like just jumping from sound to another one, and then to another one, and then to another one. It's kind of like this progression of just like sounds. But you have some really cool phrases, and I feel like you should try to just like make them repeat a little bit more. And maybe let's say that you have this call, and then you go to this response to this new sound, and then you go back to the same one, and then you can switch it. So that way the progression
Okay.
it feels a little bit more familiar. But all the sounds are amazing. Like I really like them. I feel like it's all about just getting the perfect balance between variations and like repetition, right? Besides that, maybe the clap I feel like could be a little bit louder. And I think that's also important because the clap, since everything is pretty like low end focused and all the energy is down there, it's not that bright. The clap has to be present, right? So that way you
Okay.
create that sort of contrast. But dude, it's a really good tune. And as I said, if I try to just make something like this, I suck. So big ups and good luck for the event.
Dude, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Hi.
Stronger
Hey.
sidechain.
Hey, hi.
Hey, hi. This 140 is my bag. I make so much of this music. I love it. It's like an obsession, kind of a sick obsession, unfortunately. I think a couple of things. I really want you to try to level out these bases, right? And there's a couple ways you can do it. And I want to talk about why first. Like the
Okay.
different patches feel like they're coming in at different volumes throughout the song, like as it plays. And so I want you to just go and look at your channels, and you can try to either match them with gain or utility, or if you want to get super fancy, multiband compression on some sort of bass bus. Just level it out, make it consistent. Um, I think that'll make it like feel and jive a lot better. The other thing that I want to like piggyback off of is Tracy's note about brightness. That was something that I really felt could be improved as well. And you can do that like just shelving some of the basses, bringing some of the high end up. Another point of contrast that would be super quick and cool to do is with the vocal. Like just literally EQ the vocal and make it brighter so it fills up that space. Um, Other than that, I know Fred's probably gonna comment on this, but reverb, um,
Yeah, I
I
said
want
it
we,
earlier. I feel it sounds like I'm floating in the sky. I'm like, so it makes everything less
yeah,
bright in
like
that sense. It goes back to like a little bit that.
let's tighten it down. And the thing about the reverb that I want to say is like when you play this on a big system, people are gonna like feel like the song is so far in front of them instead of like right in their face. So if you dial it that back, it may help just a little.
Okay.
I think for me that was the main thing. The reverb took away the impact. Like if like the first drop here, like it sounds so far, kind of like that. It makes it less like raw, like really in your face. And I feel like one thing too is like you have those perk like clap the hi-hats in the pre-drop vocal, and I feel that kind of like brings it less impactful because sometimes a pre-drop would have like two and then drop. If you have like the kind of like the loops, the tops, the hi-hats going on, it feels it less kind of it makes it less as like pre-drop drop. It's more like a continuation of it. So therefore I think like that doesn't help to be like impactful, even if as like that type of music is more deep dub. I think there's a way that could be like, especially if it's your intro, to make it as like the not the suspense but the old energy is coming in and like dropping, and people are like, oh shit, okay, that's where the drop is, more than like, okay, it's kind of like continuing. So that would be like the other thing that I would talk about. But I think yeah, I think just like compressor on the main bus of the bass is just gonna have everything more balanced, and also make
Okay.
sure that if you have that, don't put it after the reverb, because then it's gonna make the reverb extremely even more crazy.
Okay.
Put it
Okay,
before.
Right,
but
right.
can I say something? I wanted to say something about that because there's a way to make these like big sort of spaces without that much reverb. And one technique that I use a lot is actually using less reverb, but before the compression. So that way, that might be a
Oh,
fix,
really? How?
right?
What would be your like your adjustment on it then to make sure? Is it the delay that's like way further, so it's kind of like doesn't impact as much? It's not being as impacted by the compressor, or like kind of like how would you have it?
It depends, because you can play with pre-delay, for example. So that way you have kind of like the main hits from the bass just super clean and super dry. But then the pre-delay, let's say you have like, I don't know, 40 milliseconds or something like that. It's going to feel like it's bouncing, right? But you still have kind of like the dry signal clean. So that way, I don't know, you can try. I always mess with reverb, pre-compression and post-compression. And sometimes you get really good results without having to use 100% reverb at the end, which makes it super weak.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Well, thank you for your submission. I don't know if you had any question or that covers it pretty much.
Yeah, no, thank you. So I'll definitely turn down the reverb tail on some of those synths. I'll try and level things out a little bit more so everything's a little bit more consistent with the volume. And then I'll definitely get rid of those cymbals and claps during my pre-vocal chant.
Sick.
Was there anything else that I missed that you guys touched on?
The compressor on the bus, on the
Compressor on the bus.
Yeah, on the bases, so it's like kind of like, or it like high say like make sure they're balanced. If not, like could go that route. So it's kind of like just compress everything to balance everything, because there's some sound
Okay.
that go further, like go higher, go lower, so that would just kind of like make it more general.
I see. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for having me on. I appreciate the feedback, and you guys have a good rest of your day, okay?
Have a good one.
You too,
Good
dude.
luck on your show.
Have a good one.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. See you.
Bye. All right, money wheel. Let's spin that money wheel quick. Add money. The happy pony.
Happy? Sounds like my brand.
Yeah. All right, $50 for you, my friend. All right, let's continue. And also, if you ever have a song you want to showcase or show at the end of the stream, you're more than welcome. You so Trvcy, if you can send it. Well, Magu.
Okay.
I swear it's not Rig. I was talking about him earlier. Yeah, is he here or no? Magu.
I saw him earlier.
Right.
Yeah, right. Oh my
And the
God,
wheel
so
the wheel
pissed.
is rigged. I actually rigged the whole wheel today.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Magu.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, how are you?
So what's up?
Doing fine. How about you?
We're good. We're good. What you got for us today?
Sick.
Say what?
Sick.
You just got a sick song for us today? Nice. I like that.
Oh yeah. It was submitted for a competition. I won it.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, big up.
There's gonna be round 2, round 3, and so on and so forth.
Okay. Nice. Well, perfect. 2 minutes 17. So perfect. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sick.
gosh.
Sick.
Oh.
Well, how old are you again, Magu? Every time I get it wrong.
Oh, just a reminder, I'm 14.
14.
Oh my God.
Oh, Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
that's it. I'm just gonna delete all my stuff and just like, that's fine.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
over.
exactly.
You can have my Instagram, bro. It's all good.
Dude, give him Barnyard.
Yeah.
He's the new owner now, bro.
Yeah, you said your face. You saw it's so good. I had to screenshot it. It's so perfect. You're like, oh.
I was
Personally for me, I think I mean, not sure if you're looking for stuff or you're just flexing, but I'll say it either way. I feel your middle drum just feel flat. Just feel flat a little bit. I think it could be more like thumpy, especially more your drum. I get the tear out world definitely have that kind of like weird glitch between Nimda and like all of that. I think that's cool. I just feel like it takes away a lot because it seems like you still have it in the middle pace. Like it sounds more like there's a plugin issue more than like sounding, I think, cool there. I think personally I would take out the white noise glitch doing that because it's just like I mean that's just a choice, that's just like that's what I would do. Because after you have it again, so it kind of seems more like there's an issue more than like sounding like right. But whenever it drops, I think your kick clap sounds pretty clean to me. I think like especially, I think I always keep in mind your age in the equation here of like the feedback because you're still like you're young, you're still learning but everything that you have right now is already like next level already, for the age. So it's kind of like my main thing would be that, to be honest, just the drum of the metal and the white noise part. But yeah, up to you guys.
Dude, look at the sun just hitting my face. I'm almost in head.
Yeah.
Let me just say. So one thing that I want to say, because honestly, I don't have much to say. Sunshine is insane. Phrases are good, are interesting. The thing is, like, maybe. So this is something that I think about all the time. And you can have the most insane sound design ever, but if you use it too much during like long periods, let's say 4 bars, 8 bars, it could get a little bit repetitive, and it also takes away a little bit of that like uniqueness from whatever bass you have. So I feel like in this case, you have phrases that are really good and really interesting, but they all play with the same instrument, like variations, of course, of the same sound. But I feel like they could be just slightly more different, if that makes sense. Just so that way you go a little bit away from the main bass or main phrase, whatever you have, and then go back into it. And could be with a lot of different elements, because could be drum fills, could be samples like vocals, could be just empty space too, like breaks or just like rise, just whatever, right? So I'm always trying to just think about that because sometimes it's insane. So I guess you don't really need any advice on that, but phrasing and just like motifs maybe could be a little bit better. But and maybe the intro sounded a little bit flat to me as well. I like the noise texture, but maybe you can just turn it down just a little bit. But also, I think vocals in this thing would be insane, like heavy vocals, chants, phrases, whatever, because it kind of needs this sort of like, I don't know, like theme, right? But that's pretty much it. I guess it's insane. And honestly, like 14 years old, I wasn't even making music. So, like take this like as a just like experience, I guess. And it's like don't rush things and just take the time to just learn everything because you still have a lot of time.
I see.
I think it's a remix contest, was it? Or it's a yeah. So basically, I don't know if you could use vocal if it's on the remix, or it could be just fuck it and add some. But that's a good point for sure. Hi.
I'm blown away. Like,
Of course.
yeah, you guys saw my face in the chat. Clearly, I was where Andrew, our label assistants in the office, where we're working on some other stuff. I turned around, I was like, "What?" Um, I am by all means not an expert in this genre, but I will say like let's write more songs, right? Like let's instead of like writing like festival bangers and it's just like but bass. Like Tracy's exactly right about that theme. If there's anything like we can do to make it more memorable, I think that's what makes it a 12 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10.
All good?
Ed Sheeran on the
Is he here
vocals.
or no?
No.
I'm here.
Did you hear that? What he said or no?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So anything?
How do you feel about that statement? Do you feel like it already has that memorable element to it, or what are you thinking about doing?
I mean, since it's a remix, I guess it's more like kind of like that, you know, for that one.
That's important to keep in mind too.
Yeah, because it's a remix contest. So like in that sense,
Not a
you know, I think he
yes.
destroyed that remix contest. But in the future for original song, I think that could be for sure something. My opinion.
Actually, that's not a remix contest. That's a producer contest.
Oh, it's a producer contest. Dan, fucking add the vocal on there, brother.
Add all the vocals that you
add
can
the
find.
vocal and everything.
I was gonna tell you, dude, if it's a remix contest, never mind the remix contest. That's now
Yeah.
your original. Release that. Like,
Yeah.
let's get that out.
Yeah. Coming soon in a new EP or LP.
Amazing.
Very nice, dude. Well, hey, nice to meet you. Just by the way, it was a pleasure to get to listen to your stuff.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, Magu. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sending, and you gotta win this. We're rooting for you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
14 years old. I was like watching SpongeBob. Like I was not making like insane music. Like I wish though. That'd be the dream for sure.
The funny part is he had me worried in the beginning, and then it drops.
He got us in the first part.
Yeah.
All right. Lazy. Oh my god! I swear this is not rigged. This is not rigged. I swear to God. Lizzie has been here for the past fucking few weeks now. It's crazy. Hey, Lizzie. Laze. Hello? I think your mic is off or something not working. Lazy 1, Lazy 2? Oh, okay. Rig. All rig. At the same time, Trvcy, if you have like a Discord server or anything you want me to put in the chat.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
What's good? I feel like you come here, you got picked every week now.
Yeah, I've been getting picked a lot more lately. The wheel's been nice. I don't know, but
What you got?
I submitted this also for Sloth's stream last week. I've updated with some of the stuff that he told me and made a couple other changes to it. It's for a remix contest that's going on. That's due on the 4th, so I'm pretty much about to finish up on it.
Oh shit! Perfect timing. Sweet. Well, let's get to it.
Mm.
Just the hypes. Let's get it. Oh, now you ain't bust that skeng on now. Man, I talking all rough on the neck, comes in the flesh, you ain't gone out or now. Still ain't got headlight shows on now. Man, I tryna get to the door or now. It's about time that I go all out, like nobody move, cause I want it all now. You don't run them ends on now. You ain't bust that skeng on now. Man, I talking all rough on the neck, comes to the flesh, you ain't done now or now. Still ain't got headline shows on now. Man, I tryna get to the door or now. It's about time that I go all out, like nobody move, cause I want it all. I want it all now. I'm an all rounder, I get it all out. Gonna ball out, splash and sauce out. This ain't drip, it's torrential fall down. Big bundles, have it draw out. Anything other than that, it's a draw out. They do anything for this thing called clout. Sell themselves like a in a whorehouse. Come a long way from a cart house. Now. You ain't. Now. You ain't 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 bust that skeng on now. Now. Skeng on now. Skeng on. Headline show. Now. Man, I'm talking all rough on the neck, comes to the flesh, you ain't done now or now.
All right. Who wants to start? Rock, paper, scissors?
I'm ready.
You guys can start. I'm the worst at this, so.
Okay, hi.
Um,
Also, before
Okay.
I forget, everybody go spam the Trvcy server. Okay, you can go.
Trvcy server and Trvcy Patreon are amazing resources. It's not just a plug in the chat or on the stream. It's like actually a super cracked thing that you can utilize as a producer.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So big fan.
Thank you.
I think I want to like go back to my note about bass leveling. This one I think like the vocals are hot compared to everything else. So that was a main thing I felt in the drop, and then in the intro, what really stuck out to me is the pluck or the melodic element that you had felt low. Like I really want that to shine in the intro, because that's what creates like we keep talking about memory and songwriting, and like that's what makes a song memorable is learning that melody and having that in the back of your head as you listen to the rest of it. So I think it also creates a cool point for contrast, because like if you bring that melody up and then you take it out and drop in the vocal, that's a sick switch.
I think for
How we
me
feeling about that?
the main thing was the vocals definitely. I don't remember if it was that one last time, but I feel like the vocal now is kind of too loud. You know, it's kind of like taking too much, and it's definitely harsh. It's probably compressed hella, so I would probably try to EQ the high end of it or suit to or something, just because like it's really piercing, and like whenever these songs come like to play, like you want to make sure you can play them loud. So I had to put them down here because it was kind of like too rough. But the idea is that I think you just need to really just put it down on the DB. Just a few one would be good. The pat I like how it goes on the first drop and then the second drop. I just felt the second drop kind of like had a lot of different pattern that was going on that was kind of like threw me off guard. I was like, oh, okay, this, and that's something you had like whoa, another thing. I was like, oh shit, okay, it's kind of like a lot of element. I think there's maybe a way just to make the pattern a little bit more not simple, but kind of like less going like left right like 10 sort of synth type of thing. But I think you have a really good core there. You know, those elements are the hardest part is done. So I think like outside of this is just I mean you have 2 days, so it might be a little bit tricky, but it's really just to sit down and be like maybe make it a little bit more simplified and tame down a little bit the vocal and put up a little bit the pluck like High said would be for me. But I think the rest is really cool. It's really vibey. It's really nice.
Can you tell us what Sloth gave you as feedback and what you worked on? I just want to like I want to hear the story of like the progression.
It was the vocal, honestly, a bit too, and I thought I'd gotten it a good bit better this time, but I'm gonna go back in and try to fix that a good bit too. I kind of forget exactly what most of his feedback was too. I've worked on it with like 2 lessons too in the last week, kind of just like working on a few things, making the intro a little bit more like interesting. I added in like that respace kind of to give it a little more of like a low end in the intro. Added in some perks in the first drop to kind of add a little more of like a rhythmic element to kind of pull a little bit more away from the vocals as well. I was trying to do with it a little bit, kind of like pull more towards like a rhythmic element too.
Okay. I totally heard that. And I felt like that was working. So great job there. I would say that like that the Reese and the pluck element in the intro, I would push that even louder just because it like feels like a little perk heavy to me, like and thin in that regard. So if we can make everything a little bit more equal there, I feel like it'll sound fuller. Um, but like Fred said, this. I mean, it's pretty close.
So like the main things are kind of like leveling out a little bit, get the vocal a little bit down, and the pluck and some of the other elements in the intro maybe a little bit more up, and maybe switch up
Yeah.
the second drop a little bit.
Yeah, I think the
I
vocal
think
just seemed like some the EQ, not only balance. It seemed like the I ends of it are really harsh. But Trvcy, if you have anything else.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys felt the same way, but I felt like the vocal in the build-up was a little bit off-grid.
Yeah,
It
I
felt
had
like it was
that
just
too.
like
Yeah,
a
you're
little
right.
bit.
Yeah, I had the
But the
timing
thing
of
is,
it in the
I'm
build.
I'm a little bit confused because I didn't feel the same way in the drop. So I don't know if that was or maybe it is just a little bit off in the drop, but it also works. Maybe that's the like main thing that I would point out besides what you guys said. And maybe a little bit of balance in the second drop because since you have like different bases and different like patterns going with different like characters, you definitely need to have some sort of like post process that make pretty much like everything sound cohesive and similar in terms of loudness, volume. But pretty much that, besides what you guys said, like about the plug, the intro stuff, and maybe the vocal is just for me, it was a little bit too loud, yeah, but it also worked because he gave the vocal like the whole like pretty much like stage.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the can you play the build up just a little bit?
The build, yeah. I think like we have to say, in the note I had like the sidechain of it a little bit off. Like it was like here.
Just the hypes. Let's get it. Start scan on now. Man, I talking all rougher than that comes with the flesh. You ain't gone now or now. Still ain't got head.
It's like right there. It's like too slow a little bit. It needs to be like just
Flesh, you ain't gone now or now. Still ain't got headlight shows or now. When I tryna get to the door or now. It's about time that I go all out like nobody move cause I want it all now. You don't run them ends or now. You ain't bust that skeng or now.
Yeah, I think a good example would be that G-Rex and Skrillex like what's that song they have like with Flowdown? That is a good balance.
Yeah.
Of the bass like whoop 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 because it's kind of like the same idea just to give a good. I would personally probably take that song as a reference. I do mix down like this.
You know what also could be a cool trick that I just popped into my mind? Like, what if you use sidechain in a creative way and sidechain the vocal to the bass? So every time like the bass jumps up a note or comes in, it ducks the vocal a little bit, and maybe that sounds more musical and helps it like groove a little bit more.
Yeah. Batter.
That's a cool idea. I'm actually almost doing the opposite right now, so maybe I could look back into doing it the other way.
Yeah, I mean, there's like a million ways that you can mix a song. So like play around and ultimately just do what feels best. Just because we say something doesn't mean it's right. 100%.
Yeah, we don't know anything. We don't know anything.
Nah, I appreciate you guys' feedback though. Thank you.
Crush it though, Lizzie. Thanks for always being here. Just that all by itself is massive. So thanks for being part of the community, my friend.
Yeah, thanks, man. I'll see you guys around.
Have a good one.
Yep. Guys, can I take a 2-minute break to go to the bathroom? Super quick.
Oh my god, please.
Okay,
No.
I'll be back in a minute.
I'll talk shit with Trvcy doesn't know what he's doing. No.
What a scam.
Yeah, right? Alright, let's spin that meanwhile. Yokai! Dang. Let's go moment.
Can you
Well, I'm
explain
gonna.
that, Fred? Is that?
I
Oh,
was
sorry.
not expecting that.
That's quick as hell. What's up, Yokai?
What's up?
Yeah. Why? What? You don't know. It's the wheel. The wheel always give us.
I usually have bad luck with these.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah.
Have you been? How's everything?
I've been doing pretty good. I have a show that I have to announce. That's on the 19th at 5 o'clock this evening. So
Sick.
yeah,
Good job. You sent 2 songs. I see.
I
Okay,
did.
there we go.
Yeah. So originally I wasn't expecting to be up already. But I woke up at 10:30 this morning, and I'm like, I might as well.
Sweet. So which one do you want me to choose?
It's the same song.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Which part of the song would you like us to check?
I guess the second drop. So I'd say start at 1:46.
Like around here, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, how's the poop, Trvcy? It was good. It was good.
Imagine pooping in a minute.
Literally. I'm joking. Are we good to go?
Yeah.
Amazing. I love that. Sorry, it's always the dumb joke. It's my dad joke I do all the time. Oh, you get the poop. Oh, so sorry about this. All right, let's go. Who wants to start?
I can start. I think there's like what caught my attention right away was the amount of distortion in the high end, but
Mhm.
I was waiting to see if that would change when the sub comes in, and it definitely does. It sounds a little bit better when the sub is playing because the sub is just grabbing all that distortion first. The thing is, like, I feel like there's a master. I don't know if you're applying like a lot of like basically like makeup gain in the during the master.
I think so. I use a very very weird master chain that I kind of built myself. Which is, I think it's like I don't remember what I did because I tried copying my chain from FL into Ableton when I switched last year. So I tried to make it like as similar as possible to what it was in FL without having the FL tools. I think it was like not in the correct order, but it's like 2 soft clippers, an EQ just to see what needs to be fixed, an OTT at like 12%, and something like that. So like still kind of have that limiting aspect to it. So it still kind of has like that loudness, and with the OTT trying to bring out some of the highs and stuff like that without it being like, oh hey, here's a overly compressed like fandom rhythm track on SoundCloud or something like that, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so I used to do a lot of like makeup gain in the master, but now I try to just do it either on groups or individually, I feel like you have a lot more control over things. And especially because, for example, you have the melodic part before the build up and then drop. So you can play with the amount of like energy that you have going on. If you apply the same distortion to the whole project, it's hard to create like a black and white different, basically contrast. That's all we say all the time, but I feel like it's important because if you have like a chill, let's say chill section before the build up, and then you have a really good heavy drop, it's gonna feel like even more impactful when it drops, right? At this point, I felt like all the distortion was there all the time, so it was like there's this sort of like level in the melodic part, and then it's harder to go even louder or heavier in the drop just because everything is pretty like squashed.
Yeah.
So I would try to just be a little bit more precise with the distortion that you apply. So you can go into groups or just like try to just level things before going to the master. And maybe in the master process, you don't really need to do much. That's what I do nowadays. And I used to just do a lot more crazy stuff in my master chain. That's why I recommend it, because at the end you have a lot more control if you take the time to just see where the issue is or see how you can fix, let's say, the bass group or the, like, I don't know if it needs more white noise or less white noise or more highs, but drop is good. I really like it, but I feel like the distortion is just taking like away a little bit of my attention. Yeah, I mean, it's you. I try to be objective and say like, okay, is the idea good or is the production good? Like try to separate that into different lanes. And at this point, I definitely felt like the mixing and mastering thing was definitely in the middle of me judging the idea, just because it was way too distorted.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like what I had too. Like, and I often like invite people to, like, if you're not too sure, I would try to tame it down more, so then we have more we have a more like spectrum to be able to give opinion on it, than like trying to make it fit maybe to the loudness of, maybe the general, like, of the style, if rhythm or anything is that loud and you're not too sure. I would invite you. All right, try to tame it. It doesn't need to be as loud for the review demo. I feel it's easier for us to be, compress it more, than being like, I can't really hear it because it's too distortion. I think that's for anybody also, like in the chat. Like, if you ever think that's something I invite you to do, because it seems like you have really cool pattern, like A B, like the melody is nice, like, but that for an hour is kind of hard to give anything for it, because it's just like for me, I was like, oh shit, like that white noise, like that was kind of like taking so much place in the idea that kind of like takes, so it doesn't honor your idea because of it. I think personally for me, just that might help a lot. But seeing, like, I like the melody, it's catchy, like that's super good. Everything else was nice. I think I would definitely just revisit that right away, and that might help us, because now we could be like, hey, yo, your kick is not loud enough, or it's too loud, and we don't know properly because it's just squashed,
Yeah. Because I was seeing the they were saying, or some people were saying, like, couldn't tell if there was a side chain. There definitely is a side chain, because my problem that I've been noticing is that when I make tracks, right, I do each channel separately, right, and then I put the side chain on it so I can hear kind of where it is and all that, and I don't group it and then put the side chain on the group, so there's like 30 different side chains all at once, but they're all doing the same thing at, like, I think it's like negative 21.5 is like a sidechain compressor kind of thing. And so it's like it's at the point where a lot of my side project stuff, because that's what Millennia is. Millennia is my side project, which is more like the hypertrance, neo-trance kind of stuff.
Okay.
And so in there, I'm like, I really need to cut back on the sidechain. So I've been like bumping up the threshold so it's a little bit less, and it's not that super hard cut, that dubstep kind of cut sidechain.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, like, I think that's gonna go a long way, just if we're able to, next time or next song to hear that way. I don't know if you had anything else.
Yeah, I want to say, like, I think like Fred and Tracy unlocked something really interesting for you to think about, which is summing and grouping, and how we're sending the lows, mids, and highs through the master chain, and like how we're compressing each individual group. The takeaway for me was like the highs are just like slammed, almost to the point where it sounds like you're using like you have ozone on the master and you're just like ripping that maximizer. Which and so like I think if you really like take a step back and you send like just do this, do like a percussion bus, a bass bus, and a melodic and effects bus, and like solo those groups and feel out the dynamic range, feel how everything's coming together. I know this sounds like psychotic, like more conceptual than technical, but I think I think like that's such a big takeaway from this conversation is summing and the relationships of these different groups. I think that's gonna help like bring a lot of clarity to the track.
Yeah. 'Cause
Also,
I know
I wanted to ask one more thing. Do you mix pretty loud?
I do. I do mix pretty loud. I've been trying to like not, but also at the same time I use monitors and I live in an apartment complex, so it's kind of hard to have like full super loudness kind of thing, because I do everything all at once. So like I mix and master while I'm making the track, and all that. So it's kind of, I've been kind of trying to tweak some stuff and fix some things, because that one track was a lot.
So I think there's no right way to do it, and even less with. I mean, nowadays there's so many different techniques and so many different approaches to mixing and mastering and all these things, and it's very. I mean, back when I started, I was hearing everyone say like mix at -6 dB headroom, that thing. And dude, I had the most shitty headphones on planet Earth, and I couldn't really hear anything. So I basically had to just mix loud, just because I had no option. The thing is, like, if I mix pretty loud, I don't want to just get even louder mastering. That's the thing. So think about the mixing and mastering as a relationship between levels and distortion. And if you mix pretty quiet, maybe you're able to just distort and go for like louder masters. But if you mix pretty loud, you don't really need to do that. So maybe the mastering process is more like, okay, stereo imaging or just like EQ, and even removing some of the stuff. A lot of my projects are also pretty loud, and then the mastering is also me just compressing things and making it a little bit quieter, because I was just like going overboard. So find that balance, right? And if you like mixing loud, just keep at it, but try to just find a way to make that mastering work together with the mix sound.
All right,
Trvcy, I don't know if this applies to tear out, but something that I like to do that might be helpful here too is to just like mute everything, place your kick and snare at 0, then bring in your sub, then bring in everything else. Turn off your master chain as well. And if you can get everything to sound good based around that kick, odds and snare, odds are you're probably at the right level to run it through a master chain.
Okay.
Yeah, and also try to just take a listen, but actively listen to what's going on, because maybe you're taking a look at this meter that's saying 0, but in that, like before that limiter, you have like 30 saturators. So at the end, it still sounds like distorted or bad, even if it's at 0 or -6. So the thing is, like, always try to just listen and say, like, I have like a list of things that I care about when I'm mixing, just to make sure that everything is like balanced, regardless of the numbers that I have on screen. And it's basically, do I listen to my drums? Yes. Do I listen to my sub? Yes. Do I listen to my basses? And then everything else. So, but the thing is, like, if you listen to the drop, and the main thing that you hear is the basses maybe, and just all this distortion, and then you pay attention to the drums and they're buried in the mix, that's something I need to fix, right? So I'm always going on that list, like drums, sub, basses, and the rest, right?
Okay. Yeah, because that one track, I think in one day I exported it and deleted the exports 50 times, because I'm like, oh, it's finished, and then I hear, oh, like this synth is just barely too off, and I'm like, God damn it, now I gotta fix it again, and then just kept doing that, and I'm like, I want to be over with it.
Dude, it is like that. It is like that, but I feel like you don't realize how much you learn when you do that, when you do all these revisions, and when you export like 20 times. I mean, it's not, you get to a point where you need to kind of like stop doing that, but also at the same time, you're learning a lot of cool things in the process.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Yokai.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You too.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Sorry. All right. I know it's been an hour. I often ask like people 30 minutes to an hour, so we hit the mark. I wouldn't want to take more of the time that you're already giving us. So it's more like up to you now. Do you want to do another one, or you have to go? Like, I don't want to hold you.
Me? I can.
A long
Dude,
time.
I'm chilling. I already pooped, so.
Oh, okay. Okay, perfect.
I'm gonna go take my 1 minute bathroom break. We'll see if I beat you.
I don't think so.
All right. Let's do that. Oh, also, spin 2 wheels: the money wheel and the music wheel. Oh, damn. Oh, Lucid. Is Lucid here? Z?
Oh.
Z
Ooh,
got
that's hard.
robbed. Damn. All right. But Lucid is.
Camera wheel.
Huh?
Camera wheel.
Oh, yeah. Z. So close, Z. So close. What'd you do to the wheel? She doesn't like it anymore. Oh, no, ya. Duh. All right, Ponoya, are you here, friend? Yeah, I know you read it. Pronoya. Here, all right, inviting you right now. Hey, what's up?
What up?
Hey,
What up? What up?
Good, how are you?
Good, amazing. What you got for us today?
It's Jason Ross remix, Into You remix. You can just play like right up to 2 minutes, and then you can stop it after there.
Wait. Wilson is not here.
Oh yeah. You beat him. You were way faster than him.
Dude, I won. Magu said like I had this sick and I won, and I'm saying like I had this shit and I won.
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what you meant. What time is it for you now, Trvcy?
It's 4 p.m.
Oh, you're an hour later than us.
I'm like an hour ahead of most of Canada and like 4 hours ahead of like the States.
Oh wow. Do you ever travel to the States?
Not really. I want to though.
Dude, it's a
But I
matter
mean
of
it's
time for
expensive.
Sure. It's a matter of time,
Yeah.
my friend.
Yeah.
Do you have a booking agent?
No, and I got contacted by some agencies and stuff like that, but it's hard, dude. Like the visa thing, it's always like a big.
Yeah.
It
I'm
is.
Canadian,
Yeah,
so
it's hard.
Same, it's always that especially like if you want like a year or two, you need like the press, you need like everything for it, and it's not cheap either. Like it goes fast, so.
No, and the thing is, like, it's not cheap, and maybe you do the request for the visa, and it gets declined, and that's it. Like,
I mean,
your money's gone.
With the booking agency, technically they would have like a good way to be assured. The main thing is like you need to often like do it express, and that adds up to the fee. So that adds up even more. So it's like fuck.
Yeah, no, I definitely want to try to go to the States myself and just like at least let people see my name there. I'm at least go to some shows and stuff like that. I'm not planning to just go and play like big shows at all. But the fact that if I'm just able to go, I can probably just make something happen at some point.
No, yeah, for sure. Nice. Well, I'll see if I know anybody that could make it happen, or if you ever need some people, I could try to contact a few who I know.
Dude, that'd be great. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Hi. Are you back? That was the longest poop ever. Jesus Christ. So I'd say he's probably gonna come back in the middle, because if not, we're just gonna wait. But it's that one, and he's gonna be able to catch a few. Sorry, Pranoya, we've just been talking shit, literally.
I just wanted to make sure it's the first 2 minutes, not from 2 minutes. You can. I'm just saying you can stop it like right at 2 minutes once it reaches 2 minutes.
All right. Well, an hour ago too. Damn, that's literally the freshest.
Yeah, I only have the first job done, so that's why I'm telling you can stop at.
Oh, got
2 minutes.
Oh, you guys were waiting for me? That's so nice. Hi, I'm alive.
Hi, he's alive. All right, well, let's get to it.
I watch the sunlight drown. The shadows seem to follow me without a sound. Holding on to everywhere. You're diving deep to every part of me. You set a fire in my bones. Even when I'm here alone, nothing can afterglow. I fade with the light, deep in your eyes. The reason I can't let go. Can't fall out of love. The way our connection flows. Too close to the flame, my heart can't contain. We're
You can stop it right there. I have like nothing else right there.
That drop was sick right there. I like that. Who wants to start?
I got
I can start.
Oh, you want it, Tracy? Oh,
Go ahead.
oh. No, you got it, dude.
So I think there's one thing with the vocal. I really like how it sounds. I always go for these sort of like distorted vocals. Oh my god, my dogs, dude. That's why I wanted you to go first.
Listen to the song too. Okay, I can go. Yeah, go.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, I feel like maybe it doesn't make sense, but it's because it sounds distorted and you can hear that distortion, but at the same time, it's a little bit quiet. So one thing that I like to do with vocals, for example, is let's say I want to distort the vocal, I would do like either saturator or overdrive, any distortion device, and then OTT, right? The thing is, like, after OTT, it's always gonna get quieter. So you can either soft clip it then, or just like make it louder after OTT with like any tool that you want. It could be a limiter or soft clip or anything. But maybe it could be a little bit louder. The thing is, you also have this sort of like crispy vocal going on, and in the build-up, you have like some plugs and melodies that don't really sound in the same
Key.
stage or room, if that makes sense. No, not really in key. I'm talking about like the way that they sound, because the vocal is pretty distorted and compressed, and it's sounding here. And then there's some like plugs or just a piano, I think, that sound a little bit too. I don't know how to say it. Like it doesn't have the same like body to it. And maybe that for me was a little bit weird. Let me know if that's a little bit confusing, because maybe I'm not making any sense.
No, I know what you're saying. Like it didn't really follow the rhythm of the vocals. It's kind of like out of place.
Yeah, and mix sound wise, it sounds just like different, like super different.
Okay.
And also, sidechain is a big thing. So you have this sort of like breakdown, where you still have the vocal playing, but there's like a lot of low end horns, stuff like that. And there's a lot of sidechain too, and the vocal kind of disappears and then comes back. So I don't know if that's intentional. But I usually try to think about sidechain in like a creative way, or just in like a tool. It's not that you always need to sidechain everything, right, to drums.
Yeah.
So for the breakdown, if you still want to have the vocal kind of like being the main thing, or just sounds, whatever, you can kind of like target what you're gonna sidechain, basically, because I feel like it's the vocal gets lost a little bit too much in the build up. And same with the kick. The kick was hitting so hard, and it felt a little bit better when you start filtering the kick. It sounded like a little bit like everything came back to life, basically.
Okay.
And during the drop, you have a separate sub. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
do you have any sort of processing in the sub, or is it just like clean sine wave?
Yeah, I added a harmonic I added the fifth into the wavetable, so it kind of does sound like it gives it a little bit of distortion, you get me? So
Yeah.
I that's why it sounded like I didn't actually use a different kick, I mean a different sub, but from the intro, that sub sounds kind of out of key. It's because of those added harmonics in Serum.
Because something that happens a lot with drops in general is that sound design is a pretty like intense process where you add a lot of effects, a lot of distortion, a lot of OTT and stuff like that. So maybe it's still, if you use a separate sub like super clean and loud, if it's not loud enough, you cannot really hear it. And I definitely heard the sub playing, but it was way quiet than the basses and all the stuff happening on top. So it felt like the sub was a little bit too thin. So one thing that I would really like to do most of the time is, instead of just me drawing the harmonic for the sub, it's basically getting that harmonic out of distortion. So you can probably just try something like, I don't know, group everything together, send the sub in the basses or just synths they have, and then distort together. So that way you basically fill all that mid range with like harmonics that are coming from the root note, from the sub, and you still get like all this crunch, distortion, and the sub a little bit more present in the mix. I know I'm talking a lot, but that was pretty much it. I wanted to like talk about that because it's something that happened to me so many times. So I hope that makes sense and that's useful.
Yeah. Very useful. Thank you.
I have an idea for you, man, and maybe like this is not the best, but what if, like, you know how you have, I'm gonna just like hum it out. It's gonna be really cringy, so bear with me. Like you have this like flow with the sustained bass. It's like wah 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 wah. Like, you know what I'm talking about? What if like underneath it a rhythm bass, like a boom chum boom chum boom chum, and it's underneath this like sustained thing. I feel like that, like I always, when I
Yeah.
listen to music, I always think about the groove and like how I would feel if I was in a festival crowd, like fucking it up in the pit. And I feel like that's what gives me like bass face, is when it's those two things in combination. So I just wanted to
Okay.
call that out and get your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I might try that out. I haven't thought about that, but I do have a separate it's just the same bass with like it's modulated to like have that kind of movement, that movement you were talking about, and then underneath I have it was my main basses at first, and then I kind of mixed it to where it was kind of the background basses, and you can still kind of hear that rhythm, but I might just change it to like that quarter note rhythm. It'll probably fit better.
Okay. Yeah, I would be so curious to, like, if you do a version of that, can you DM it to me like instantly? I really want to hear
Yeah,
it.
damn it. I got you.
For me, I had the sub key in the intro. If I think like because of the fit you had, probably make it sound like weird. So I wouldn't. If I would
Yeah.
do that, I would probably use a different sub for that. You know, because I get the idea, but I think in that case, it kind of like makes it doesn't achieve the goal here. It makes it more confusing.
Yeah, it was kind of rushed. I was low key just focusing on the drop today,
Okay,
and
good,
then
good.
right now, after I had like already submitted, I realized it was a sub in the intro, and I changed it to just like a clean sine wave, and it sounded a lot better.
Got it.
Yeah.
So
That's why I commented.
Oh,
I
okay, I didn't
commented
see
the
that
sub
one.
without a key. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. It's really squash. It's really, really loud. I think same thing as kind of like what I mentioned earlier. You know, I would invite you to maybe like the kick, like Trvcy was saying, like it's so popping. Everything is kind of loud. It takes away the idea, you know. And one thing, the basses on the drop, the sound design, you made them yourself. Like, where does that come from? Is it like patch you fucked around with that you found like in presets? Like, what is it that they are?
So part 8, all of those.
Yes.
So I made that sustain today. Honestly, that sustain, and then I have that like kind of like that rhythm into the sustain, and then
Yeah. Because
Yeah, and then
the main thing, it's cool, and I'm always like all about like doing sound design. That's what like makes you make you learn. I feel in that sense, I feel the bass kind of like just a little bit. Sorry, the bluntness is a bit boring. It sounds like not. It sounds like really basic, really. It's like
yeah,
the note I had was like I would go check Trvcy sound design course and be like, how can I make it more crazy exciting? Because it sounds just like wow, wow. If the idea was to go old school dubstep, cool. That I feel that goes that way. I feel like in that sense, I'm on the line of like what style you going for? Is it tear out or is that? And then that could maybe enlighten me of like because I just feel I listen to it, but I feel no really emotion in it. It sounds just kind of like
yeah.
synth to be a synth. There's no like cool like maybe automation. Like there's nothing exciting about it. $1 million.
Fred, that
Yeah, I know
sounds
for sure my sound design is still lacking. Like
lacking
I
because
told you
I'm
guys last
super
time.
proud of you doing that. I think that's amazing. You know, like there's no better way to learn than doing it yourself. I feel in that sense, then I would probably invite you to, how could I maybe revise some of the technique I'm already applying to what I do? You know, is it like messing around with, I don't know, a bunch of LFOs thing? Like, how can you make it more fun? You know, is it kind of like
Yeah,
the oscillator that could be different? Is it if it's Serum 2, is it like more in the post processing of it? Like, I feel there's more things that needs to be applied to make the patch more fun.
yeah, for sure.
But
A lot of my
I think you have like a good core of it. I think just those elements
thank you.
needs to be refined.
Yeah, a lot of my sound design like I get from company his old streams. So like a lot of this came from company. I even referenced his Holding On remix. That's what I was kind of going for, that type of dubstep. So just to like give you an idea of like what I was really going for.
Got it. Cool.
That's
Well,
almost why I said my bit about like the chug rhythm underneath it, because what if like this bass that you have right now becomes a more subtle sustain in the background, and then you get that creative element with the rhythm that we were talking
Yeah,
about.
that might be funny.
well,
I'll try it
yeah.
out for
If
sure.
you have another one, you're more than welcome to send it for next week. But thank you so much for sending that so far. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Have a good day.
You too.
Yes, sir. Oh, 3:30 on the dot, and this one. All right.
Money will.
Oh, damn! CTR was just there. Flex zone. There you go. Flexy flex. And the winner, Mac is whack. If Mac is whack here. CTR got robbed, literally. All right, Mac is whack. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I will love you. I don't know if he's pooping too, but
Oh my
next time.
goodness.
Mac is whack for not showing up. Onslaught. Oh yeah, he was here.
I
last
recognize
week.
this name.
Yeah, I feel it was there last week. Are you here? Oh, here. Perfect. Let's go. Onslaught.
Hello?
Bonjour.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello.
What's going on?
we're good.
Okay, so I got a little bit of like heavy rhythm stuff going on here.
Okay.
Like almost like borderline tear out style.
Oh shit. Well, you got a good guy for to talk about it today.
All right, perfect. Yeah, I literally just finished this up this morning, and
Oh damn.
I'm excited to see what you guys have just like as like a general feedback for it.
Perfect. Let's go.
is my birth. Check this out. Is my birth. Check this out. The mayhem continues.
Yeah, the second drop for sure. I'll go for it. The note I took was the melody is interesting because like you have like you have kind of like different octave on the melody, but on the build it stays the same. So I don't know, like is it a pitch bend or it's just kind of like I feel like I would probably stick to one and maybe have the build different or approach different. It's kind of like just I don't know that just was a little bit weird for me personally. But I mean the melody was cool. It was just kind of like weird how it was done with the octave. The clap on the kick I think could be louder. Like I feel like you have like a massive kick, but just a teeny clap like click. Like I feel like if you go for that type of thing, you need like a fucking like a simplifier that like really something to make it impactful, because it sounds like you have a house clap on top of like that, you know. So I think that could just be revised. That would bring the heaviness of it. In the note I have until like the first drop, I was like the first drop. There's a lot of things that I feel don't glue together well. Like it sounds like you kind of like have like a double going on. I just felt like it was kind of like I felt it didn't fit. The sound didn't fit properly because whenever I heard the second drop, I felt everything fit. So it's probably like the offbeat synth that doesn't maybe have a right place there, or kind of like bring confusion to me. I would try to replace it or maybe take it off even, because I think it just takes away the main bass. As we see on the second drop, I feel personally, and all the chat too, it was like, yeah, this is it. I feel like the flow, how you have it, goes so well, in my opinion. So I think the second drop should be probably your first one, and maybe revise a few elements of the second one, of like on the switch, you know, like first one I would revise the element if I would keep it there. But if not, I think the second one is really, really strong. Beside the kick clap. And yeah, I think that covered pretty well. I think you have a really solid one. It's pretty cool. What's up with you guys? What you guys
Okay,
think?
yeah, I was really debating on which drop I should have first, and like just switching them just in general. And I threw that like quarter note sustain underneath all those different bass layers just to see how it would sound. But I mean, now that you're saying it almost sounds like it's doubled, I could just take it out completely.
Yeah, I feel like it just. I just felt it was kind of weird, odd. In my like, I feel like I was like, it was there, so you stick with it. But like second drop for me, that's what it is. Like, and I let the guy speak, but for me, I was like, yeah, that's a no brainer in my opinion.
I
Alright, for
think
sure.
I really like the sound sign. I think it's clean. It's good. I do agree with the clap thing. I was about to say the same thing. Just because I feel like this style of rhythm benefits a lot from space and just like bigger rooms, right? So if you have a clap that's massive with a big tail, it's gonna fit a lot better. It's gonna have this sort of like big space where it's being played on, basically. And also you can play with that because you can have this
Yeah.
sort of like quick fills with the claps and just like with like without the reverb, right? So you go to like bigger clap for the one they use on top of the kick, and then like smaller claps for fills and stuff like that. You can play with that. And also one thing that I've been doing with kick claps as well that maybe you can try is using overdrive on both. So not just process the clap itself, it's just maybe adding some sort of like bus, quote unquote. And overdrive is pretty cool because you can target like like different frequencies. But yeah, I would do the same thing with basses though. Like I would try to just add some sort of a space as well. And one of the techniques that I use a lot, and I've said this before, is like reverb before compression. So the thing is like you don't really need to add insane amount of reverb in order to get like a big space going on. So you can probably try that as well if you have like, I don't know, do you have any sort of like bass group where you're processing everything together?
Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, how I have it set up, I have a let's see, I'm not at home, so I couldn't tell you right off the top of my head, but
Yeah, but
I
as long
definitely
as you have some
have
sort of
compression. Go ahead.
sorry, yeah. I mean, as long as you have some sort of group processing, you can probably just try to reverb either before compression or after, and see if that makes a difference. Because this is something that a lot, and it's just using small amounts of reverb here and there, but not a lot, because that's gonna take away a lot of the energy. And one more thing is like, since you benefit a lot from bigger space and like background elements, I feel like because you have these empty fills at some point, and I don't really hear a lot going on in the background, and that could be something that you can play with, because sound design is on point, sounds very clean, sounds pretty good. And now you can surround it with a bunch of like elements, like could be textures, could be tonal things, could be effects, could be just tension if you want to make it more, I don't know, create like a specific sort of like feeling for the drop. So that's something that I do a lot. I usually have like pretty basic versions of the sound design, and then I surround it with a bunch of think about it as a band, right? Like if you have drummer, bass player, guitar player, and vocalist. It's not that in the main section of the track the vocalist is gonna be doing everything, right? And that's something that I think about with basses all the time. Like sometimes we try to just achieve everything with just the bass group, and we forget about like other layers. We can still do a lot of different things with support layers. That's pretty much it. I think it's pretty clean. Maybe could have like some things that could be executed better, such as the clap and all these things. But it's a matter of like trying.
All right, cool.
That was my main thing too. I wanted to talk about the clap. It's just gotta make you feel like you're gonna punch your grandma in the face. Like that's just how the clap has to make you feel. In this genre, and something that I wanted to say that you could do as a cool trick with it to like give it that space after the transient hits. You could parallel process, right? And do exactly what Tracy said is have a dry chain, but then on a wet chain with reverb compression, reverb before the compressor, have the compressor bite down when the transient hits, so it like ducks the reverb way down, and then slowly lets the reverb back in, like as the clap sample plays, almost like a gated reverb. So you're not like killing the energy of the clap with the reverb, but you're reverbing the tail and giving it that space.
Okay.
That might have been like I just totally information dumped on you.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I got
But
you. Yeah.
also repost that on YouTube so you could go and recheck it.
Okay, cool.
Of course. Well, thank you for being back again here.
Oh yeah, of course.
Banger.
But I want to see my boy Z get picked.
Yeah, fucking Z, you have to tell him to go buy the Skip the Line. He's been like saving his money for something. I don't know what he's doing. I'll try to.
Wait,
I'll try
didn't
to-
Z,
you
you
already
heard the
get
man, dude.
I know. Fucking Z has to get picked.
All right, but I appreciate you guys. I'm definitely gonna implement everything you guys just said for sure when I get back home, and I'll send you the revised project for sure.
Perfect. Well, thank you.
That's super sick,
Uh,
man. Thank
All
you.
right, thank you.
A nice forehead, slut. How are you doing
Sup,
with your car
guys?
again? You're carring it up again?
Fred, you're muted.
No, you're muted.
Muted. Like your Discord is muted.
We can hear you.
When are you going back? Are you doing your 8 p.m. tonight or no?
Oh, I can't hear Fred. Why is he muted on my end?
Can you hear everybody else?
Yeah, everybody here.
I
Do you
can
have
hear
Fred
everyone
turned
else.
down? Whoa, there's beef. He has Fred turned
There he is.
down.
No, I don't. I do not have Fred turned down. Oh wait! Don't even.
That's what happened. Kick out.
He left.
No more. You
Can't
can't
silence
mute me.
me.
You can't mute me. I'm joking. I love you.
What's up?
Oh wow, Z got picked. No fucking
No
way.
way.
That is
Oh wow!
not
What
rig.
up?
I swear it's not rig. It is not rig. Z.
Bryce got picked.
That. So we are just talking about Z has to be picked up, and then we're like, yeah, fucking buy your thing, and then he just got picked. Hey Z, if
Bryce
you don't
is
show up
cracked.
at the exact
Bryce-
second,
yeah.
I'll be so mad. Z, show up.
He was just talking
No, that was you talking.
in the chat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Z.
No.
Z.
Yo, I'm in Elden Ring Night Rain right now. Let's get this shit.
Oh wow, too cool for us now. You can't even give us.
No, man. I sent in a little funny tune, so.
Is it? What's the name of it? Because there's like a trillion. Like your name is just Z. So when I try to find it, okay, Ents, is that it?
Yeah.
Dude, I miss you. How have you been? How was your show last time?
It was good. Let me mute my game because this shit is mad loud.
We don't hear it.
I know. I can't hear you though.
All right, what you got for us?
I started this on Friday. Just been cooking up on it. The transitions are kind of mid right now, and I'm working on making the kick a little louder. But
Sick.
yeah, I think this is gonna be my set opener. I don't know if you'd want to skip the intro and listen to the drop, or just play from the intro. But the intro is just a long movie quote. So
Z?
if you
Hey, I
want to
know
skip the 50 seconds, whatever, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
The
Yeah,
guy.
I'll push that. Just a little bit. If it's just a movie quote and there's no process or anything, I don't think it worked.
Yeah.
But sick. I'm excited to hear that.
I bet.
He's a friend of mine.
It's not like the authorities don't want you to know.
Dig.
What is this, an encounter group? Let's get back to work.
Why?
This guy Z, he's leading a revolution!
Talking about Z?
Hey, look at Z. He went for it.
Yeah.
Talking about Z? Hey, I know the guy. He's a friend of mine. I
Yeah,
think
you
your
can pause it there.
information is
You
just a
can
little.
pause the drop.
Say what?
I was gonna say you can pause it there. I don't want to waste anybody's time, but the second drop is pretty repetitive compared to the first, so I'm gonna work on the second drop more.
Got it.
But yeah.
Yeah. You guys want to start?
I can start. I really like what's going on with this tune. Maybe I really like the kind of like the sucking effect on the basses in the intro with the quote on top. That sounded very good. I do want to say that I expected like a clap or just a snare, like a big clap, just snare, not kick clap. But maybe
Okay.
that was just me. because I feel like it's same thing. Everything is kind of like low and focused, right? So with the big clap, just with a lot of space, it's gonna create like a back and forth kind of feeling. But I think that's the only thing that I can point out. Everything else was sounding very good. I liked the reverb throws and some of the downbeats. Honestly,
Appreciate
really
you.
cool. Maybe I would play with more like fillers, like percussions and stuff like that. I mean, anything that works in this style of music. But I
Yeah,
think it's
so like ear
very solid,
candy,
very tech.
some
Yeah,
perks.
ear candy, like details, even like more vocals from the quote, like here and there. You know,
All
small
right.
things, but like most of the track is already done. So good job.
Hell yeah, thank you. I'm only
I
like 3 or
love
4
the
hours into it so far. So what's up, eh?
I love the bass processing. Like everything sounded in the pocket, right on track. The one thing that I wanted from it, and maybe this wasn't your intention, I wanted a more harmonic sub, like almost like where you can like hear it underneath the basses going. But other than that,
Mm,
like no, it's loved it.
I appreciate you. Thank you, man.
Of course,
I
nice
could
to
try
meet
to
you.
do some. Nice to meet you too. I could try to do some more harmonic stuff with the bass for sure
Yeah,
in
I
the
just wanted
second
to like
drop.
feel like I'm just thinking like you're in the club, the mid bass is coming out of the tops, but
Hmm.
the subs on the bottom, like I almost want them to follow that same like the boom 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 boom. Like I want to like feel that in the
Yeah, I can do that.
chest. That was my like just emotionally, that's what I wanted out of it.
I bet I'll try some shit with that for sure.
The only thing I have to say is
Yeah.
like you need to release more music because I know everything you have, so I have nothing to say here.
Yeah, I would
Uh,
sign that
Yeah,
record
I
instantly. I
I
would sign
agree.
that record.
you would sign that tune?
Instant record deal. Yeah, that's a 6 on.
Damn.
Oh shit, man! Talk to me after stream, bro. The intro is literally a movie quote, so I got to change that if it wants to get signed to a label. It's going to be a self-release because it's kind of a meme, but I can make it more of a serious tune for a record label if someone wanted it, you know. But yeah,
Absolutely.
I
Yeah,
appreciate you guys. I'll
I've
consider all the notes and change it up a little bit, switch some shit up.
I mean,
What's up,
good
Snails?
job, crushed it as usual. Truly, I just want to. You just need to release more music. That's the only thing.
Yeah, dude, you know how it goes with the self-confidence issues, bro. Trying to make
I
shit
know how it
perfect and
It's
goes.
it's never
you
going to be
definitely need
perfect.
to do
And
it. I feel like you get easier after you start releasing some tunes.
Your
yeah,
brand is perfect too. I'm on your SoundCloud. It's like mystery vibes. Like I'm like, who is this guy? Like this is no, like just yeah, drop it. Drop it like it's hot. End of
Oh,
story.
yeah, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the feedback, and yeah, I'll make that shit happen.
love you, Z.
Let's get it.
Love you too. Nice meeting you guys.
Bye.
Peace.
So yep,
What are you doing, slots?
guys,
What are you doing? Yes.
I do have some bad news. I
Oh
think
yeah,
it's
you have to
time
go.
for me to
I
go.
I got a dip too. I got a client here in like
I'm sitting
less
at the
than 10
pool at my
minutes.
hotel.
Well, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I know I took already too much time.
Yeah,
But,
Tracy, hey, thank you guys for hanging out. Sorry I wasn't here. I had to return my rental car.
I missed
No, it's
you
fine,
today,
dude.
bro. I was looking
This was
forward
fun.
to
have
it was
have
super
a good
fun. I was
one,
looking
and
forward to chopping it up.
if ever, let me do something quick. If anybody would be looking out for, the three boys are on Barnyard. You can check out for some mentoring session. Look at this sexy photo right there of I. But yes, you can get Trvcy mentoring. You can get our friend High mentoring. All of that on the website. I do some mentoring on that too. But the spotlight is
Also,
on
let me
Barnyard.
send you this thing. That tune is coming out in a few weeks, so maybe I can just like tease it a little bit here.
Yeah, please send it too.
To get the email.
If you have it, I'll post
Yeah,
it.
check your
I'll link-
DMs.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
perfect.
Fred, I've opened your 5 slots.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll be announcing tomorrow, but guys also have the slot open again for the mentoring, like I do every month. Special place for everybody. So I'll announce that tomorrow. But thank you for the reminder. And here is the special tune. What is that? Is that new single that's super secret? What is this?
Yeah, I have this tune coming out. I think 13. I'm not sure if it's 13th or 20th. I'm not sure, but it's coming out in a few weeks. I'm probably gonna be posting a lot. And yeah, just trying to get the releases going. So you can play maybe up to the first drop if you want.
All right, well, let's get a listen. I'm excited to hear that. Wait, you said the first drop or just leave it there?
I mean, if you want to play just up to the first drop.
Oh yeah.
Or play the whole thing if you want, but I don't want to take too much time. You can skip to the second though if you want. Yeah.
I'm the best, so don't test me now, you better respect me. Every time I bust a flow.
Classic, never disappoint, banger.
What's the feedback? What do you guys have to say?
I love that. Even with the thing that's gonna sound just weird to say, I guess. I love in between how the loudness, the sound that you have, and everything. The clap reverb you can hear so good. I think for me, like that's what on the second drop, like you hear the tail of the reverb. Even if there's so much shit happening, for me is what tell me that everything is really well done. You know, I think it's a perfect example of like controlling the loudness and like making sure everything is at the right place. You know, I think it's kind of a, like what is it like everything is. It's just the control for me is what gets out the most. Really well done. I said the crunch method in there.
Method.
It's really dope.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, fucking banger. You have so much of your sound. One thing I'm gonna ask, I'm curious because I feel a lot of people would ask, do you do your own pre-drop vocal?
Not really. No, I always look for samples, and it's kind of like the most tedious work sometimes because you gotta go through a lot of acapellas and just like old. I usually use like hip hop tunes for samples.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people do that, but sometimes it takes time. But it's definitely the way to go because you can combine a lot of different samples, process, and if sometimes it takes a lot of time to get it right, but you come up with like unique motifs, phrases, and stuff like that for your tracks.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I appreciate the feedback and I appreciate you guys inviting me to the stream. That's
Dude, anytime.
fun. It's always cool to just listen to some tunes.
Anytime you guys want to come out,
Please come back
hang,
again.
let me know. But truly it was a pleasure. I know a lot of people look out to you, Trvcy. So big up on your journey. You're crushing it. Whenever you have it, send it. I'll post it in the announcement. Your song coming out. But all the love and keep doing what you do. It's really, really appreciated for the community.
All right, thank you guys. Wilson, good to see you. Wait, what is this? Sloth. Nice to meet you. And guys, I'll see
Nice
you
to meet
guys
you, brother.
soon. And
You're crack.
cheers to all the chat. Thank you for the love and everything. So guys, have a good time. I gotta dip.
Have a good one. Bye.
All right, see ya. Peace out.
And
I just want
know
to say
Hai
before I
has
head
to go
out
too.
to.
But
Yeah, I
thank
want
you,
to.
Hai,
I want to say.
for everything. Thank you for running Barnyard. I posted the link earlier, but go check it out. Barnyard is amazing, amazing people on there. If you looking out for mentoring or anything, Hai is the big guy, the boss over that. So big love to you, big love what you do for your community, and thank you for taking your time. I know you probably have a session in 1 minute, so thank you.
Yeah. I just wanted to say before I left, Fred, thank you so much. I love the fuck out of you.
Appreciate
Fred is like the nicest person ever, the best person ever. Shout out Sloth. Shout out Sluggers. We're up right now. We're gonna stay up.
Yeah.
And you guys,
Let's
you guys
go.
keep running it. I'll see you guys soon.
Have a good one.
Yes, sir. Thank you for being here.
Of course.
All right, you're stuck with me again. What are you gonna do now?
I would go on my laptop so I could actually listen to music.
Oh my God, you're gonna leave me alone again. Leave me for the past 3
No,
weeks
no, no,
now.
no.
I'm alone. I'm crying myself to bed.
No way. I was here last week.
I'm jealous. Are you jealous yet? Are you jealous?
Are you jealous, bro? I was with your whole squad of people.
I know. You're still like, oh my friend. But there are
I know.
But yeah, go get your laptop. Come hang out.
Yep, I got you.
I will love you.
I'll be back.
Okay, bye. All right. Can you finish the circle by giving quick feedback? What do you mean, brutal China? Also, Lucid.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Good to see you again. The wheel loves you.
Yay, it's been... Usually it doesn't.
Yeah, 2 weeks in a row now. It's amazing.
Let's go. I had submitted on a whim like an hour before the stream started.
Oh shit, well we love that. We love the last minute sent like this. What you got for us?
Rhythmically funky stuff.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Amazing. What part you want us to go over?
You can start with the first
Okay.
I guess bump in volume that's noticeable, and then just kind of go until time's up.
Okay, like here?
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, let's go. Sid. As every time I say, I have no clue how you make that on the iPad. It's so impressive that I have nothing to say. Literally. It's so cool. It's so sick. Like, just the fact that it's all from there for me blows everything out of the water. I love the snail sound. No clue how you did that either on this.
That is a noise from. I recorded something from the beatboxer Vocoder, and then fucked with it a lot.
Wow. Yeah, that makes
And-
sense. That's from a beatboxer. That's really cool. I didn't know that with from
Yeah.
Vocoder. I love he's
Yeah.
a really good
Mhm.
good beatboxer. Love the pattern. I mean, you clearly always like you're not new to the stream, so you know what you do. We love hearing that, and we love having your news. So yeah, I wish I could tell you more than I just love what you do. So keep it up.
That just means I'm doing something right.
Always. Do you? I'm curious. Do you release music often?
I try to, but I do have something lined up, though I'm not gonna say what because it hasn't been announced yet.
Oh, okay.
The On Beyond remix is the last thing, and then like usually, especially since I released an album this year, it's been a bit slower.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
I
just
mean,
have some
clearly.
label stuff to work with, and I don't want to mess with scheduling and all that.
No, for sure. Well, keep at it. You're truly doing something good. And one thing, have you ever post? Because I know we spoke about that. Have you ever post you doing it live, like kind of like on social media content? Because I feel truly people would be mind blown even more.
Like, it's just not my thing. Like,
Oh, right. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
all good.
yeah.
You know, that makes all sense too.
yeah. I've never been big on social media. I really only have it to be like, hey, I released something, and then I disappear again.
No, yeah, it makes sense. I feel like it's a challenge for everybody. I think I can speak for the whole dubstep industry, saying like, sometimes social media is the kryptonite for a lot of people. So I get that.
Yeah, I probably should get better at it, but I do not care to right now.
No, totally makes sense. Well, keep doing amazing things. We love it, and we love you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Hell yes. Pin that wheel. Oh shit, we just missed the money wheel. Alright. 2 wheel at the same time. Spin that wheel. Onslaught for the money wheel. God damn, go buy a lottery ticket on slot. Alright. Money wheel. Music wheel. Booty. Booty. So close. Booty? Yeah, exactly. Hey, Booty, you here? Oh, Nip Cred, it's been so long. Booty, you here or no? Am I blind? Am I missing it? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, we love you, Booty. Next one. Big sad. Mac, you got shoes yesterday. Yesterday. You got shoes over here. Flex zone. It's not rig. I swear, guys. It's not rig.
Yo.
Yo, how we feeling?
Oh, good, man. Good. About to be done with work in an hour.
Oh, let's go. What you got?
We got a pool remix. Ian his internet might be booty right now, but he's in the chat. Yeah, this one we're dropping tomorrow. So any feedback on the mix down, all that, would be great.
Sick. You want to tell him to if his internet's better, just so I don't miss it, because he could just ping me so I can invite him if he wants to, but if not, I'll just get.
Here you
he's still in the chat.
go. He's in the chat, but he does drive a lot for
Oh,
work.
okay.
So
I'll leave it
yeah.
there then. All good. Well,
Yep.
let's go. Let's listen to that. Gravager Kiki. Let's go.
Like your mama, just wanna vibe. Cause you don't wanna keep me in your mind. You only wanna kiss by the pool. When you're in the mood, want me to talk like your mama. Mine is all the drama and you just wanna vibe. Sometimes, not all the time. Cause you don't wanna keep me in your mind. I said that you were calling. I answered right away. I asked you if you love me. You gave me something. You said you only wanna kiss by the pool. When you're in the mood, want me to talk like your mama. Mine is all the drama and you just wanna vibe. Sometimes, not all the time. Cause you don't wanna keep me in your mind. You hate me when you're high, but you love me when you're drunk. Man, I don't know why. Want you to give it up, but I love that much. You only wanna kiss like a fool. When you're in the mood, want me to talk like your mama. Mine is all the drama and you just wanna vibe. Sometimes, not all the time. Cause you don't wanna keep me in your mind. You only wanna kiss like a fool. When you're in the mood, want me to talk like your mama. Mine is all the drama and you just wanna vibe. Sometimes, not all the time. Cause you don't wanna keep me in your mind.
Sorry, I just want to hear something. Really different from you guys.
Yeah, we're going for like a summer vibe, like happy, like bouncy type of vibe.
Sort of festival bangery type stuff, you know?
Got it. What's Gravager? What is it like a song that's super popping right now on somewhere?
Yeah, it's a super big on the house charts and on the electronic SoundCloud charts.
Oh, okay. Nice. And you guys only took, because I don't know that one. That's why I just want to make sure. What did you guys
Just
take
the
from it? Just the
vocals.
vocal?
Just the vocals.
Nice. Okay. Well, I mean, I think another one that's really different. The mix down is definitely super compressed. But it's not too bad. Maybe I especially with house and stuff like that. Those don't need to be like processed like dubstep, because like often people wants to listen to it, or there's no like often the compression and the distortion is gonna come to bring basses alive and everything. But when we play with more beautiful synths, in my opinion, I think it doesn't need to be as compressed, because then it breathes more. We hear like, because if you compress more, you might have some harmonics that doesn't come out that too crazy or something from some synth. I feel like for weird bassline I would, but on that one I wouldn't maybe compress it as loud. I think like, yeah, beautiful synth. I think like like it's more melodic, so I would definitely tame it down on that part. What I the Yeah, because I feel, because it's so loud. Oh yeah, what's the key of it? It sounds like an A or a B, or like it sounds like really high up.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's
It's either G
G.
sharp minor or I can't think off the top of my head.
Yeah, I think it's
Or B
maybe.
major. Or, yeah.
Yeah, it sounds like really high up, like, because like whenever like I hear the sub like so loud whenever the vocal is like I'd be curious if it's J or like I'm just curious. Again, might not work, but like just an octave down, because it's kind of like too high to like to work for the sub in a sense. it's so high up. You know, it's like hitting here when like technically it should hit like way lower. And I think one other thing would be the sidechain I noted. I feel like it not on the vocal, but all the other elements. I feel like it's kind of like there doesn't seem to have like much sidechain, or maybe could be a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, because the sub takes so much place. Being high up takes a lot of place in the spectrum and in the compression of the mastering. So it kind of like busting a little bit of the other elements. It's fighting against the vocal, you know, because when we are sub, you, in my opinion, you would have like it sounds way higher. It sounds like in the 80s or 60s or something, you know. Normally, if you have it lower, the vocal will sit on top. So then, like, it doesn't fight against the mix. But now I feel like the harmonic of the mid of the sub is fighting against the vocal. Like it sounds like kind of like clashing a bit, you know. And you have like the cymbals and everything. So it's all kind of like. But I felt that could easily be fixed by maybe taming down the master chain, you know, so it doesn't need to be as crazy loud. I think that could be. It's in B minor, yeah. So if it's B or if it's like B minor, D major, you probably have the D major octave up, because technically D major would be around like what 36 hertz or something. So I feel like I would put it down an octave lower. So then it like everybody does stuff in D now. I feel like D is the new F in a sense. D. So I would put it.
D or D star.
Yeah, so I would put it. It seems like you have it like the octave too high, so I would go lower. So that's already gonna give so much space to your vocal. I don't think you need the harmonic of it, so you could probably chop at like probably like on 100 or something. You know, you don't need like all the highs, or even like maybe a little bit lower, because your synths and your vocal and everything else takes so much space that you won't want them to fight against. And I feel that's gonna fill up so much of the spectrum on the lows. It's gonna be really nice. So that would be yeah, pretty much G in the new 140. So that less compression and less compression, lower the octave to the sub. And there's something here like that's. I'm not a fan of that pluck. Like it's so like I feel like right in your face. Like you have like all the dreamy and eerie stuff, and it's just like the pluck, boom. Or maybe like I would maybe Valhalla or something to it, you know, reverb.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like more it fits the vibe, because I feel you have everything else, but that's just straight up like in your face, you know. And I don't know if it's the patch itself, or is it a sample that you use, or it's a synth?
It's a serum.
Because it feels like when it goes higher, it doesn't sound really cool. Like that one sounds gritty, less than beautiful pluck, you know? So I would maybe try a different serum.
Try different pluck or something, or
I think just a different patch, in my opinion, would be cooler. But I think it's a really cool style. I think those elements definitely gonna help everything, because the rest is cool. I'm not Dr. Ozzy Master level ear perfect, but I feel there's something here clashing. Like I don't know if it's the sub, but I feel in that section there's something about the key sub or pluck. Key wise, not 100%.
Okay,
It's
gotcha.
with each other, so I would recheck just that section to make sure the MIDI is right with the key, or maybe it's the sub that's there too low. But there's something happening there. I wish Ozzy would be here to tell you with the perfect ear. I'm not good at it. I hear when there's something, but But the rest really cool. Good job. Definitely Summer Anthem. Going with the right place. Good job on that. It shows like the spectrum of work you guys can do. So it's really nice.
Sweet, thank you, man. Appreciate all
Thank
the
you.
feedback too. And then when you said chop at the 100, are you talking about for the
100 hertz on the side.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
100 hertz
Like
for the
high cut. So everything up then on 100, I would chop. So your
chop
EQ
out? Okay,
would keep everything down 100.
okay, gotcha. So
Yeah,
like
so you know how we do
yeah,
160? He's talking bring that to
bring that to 100. Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
On the
60 is
bases,
a
right?
bit low.
Or
I mean, like, because your synths and stuff, you could have your synth cutting everything lower than 100 and your sub everything like around 100, so they both kind of like, and they're gonna glue well, you know, like they're gonna mix each other well with the key and just the spectrum of like,
we just
so they don't clash, they don't phase or anything. So I think
gotcha.
like
we
yeah.
doing that now. 160.
Okay, yeah, 60 is a bit low. But I think the issue now is because it seems like your D is like the octave up, so I would definitely go octave down. I think
Octave
that's gonna
down,
fix a
yep.
lot of things.
Sweet, man. Thank you for all the feedback.
Good, thank you, Flexi. Thank you for being here as usual. I appreciate you.
Yep. Have a good one. Spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel. Spin that wheel. All right. Let's spin it, everybody. 175, 174, Duck. 174. Thank you, Bugar. Thank you. Also, Bugar, we were talking about you earlier in the VC, saying how goated you are by having the stream on your phone. That was so nice. Aiden, I can't invite you. Are you like are you on your phone or something? I can't invite you on the stage, unless you can't. Let me know, my friend. Let me know, Aiden. Oh, wait, what? All right. Okay, it works now. Yeah, it wasn't working earlier.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you good, Aiden?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying. Weird. It's just not working. Well, we're here now. What you got for us? Flying heavy.
Yes.
Amazing. I love that.
The name says a lot.
It's like earlier, Magu, sick. What do you have? Sick. Sick.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's get it.
All right.
Nice. Dude, I love the intro. You did that, or it's like a sampling?
Yeah, it's sampling.
What song is it? It sounds like Daft Punk.
It's just disco samples from Splice.
Oh, sick. I love it. I think it's great. I mean, it's definitely a shorter demo, but like, I think that'd be cool if you could have like maybe a little vocal sample there. You just got funk, and then like, or like switch the funk or something. I think that could be like pretty funny. I think the clap also could be a little louder. Because you have now the bass like really loud, and it seems like your clap is
Yeah.
like earlier. I don't know if you were there when we listened to Trvcy demo, unreleased demo you had, and I feel the clap is like in your face, like really like at the level that you can, especially like with, I'd say like semi tear out, semi rhythm, semi like, I feel like the clap needs to be present to give the flow kind of how it goes, because like that's what helps kind of like to go where it goes. So I think that clap sample, like see your drum, like the snare there was pretty good.
Yeah.
But I just felt like the clap there is a little bit thin. Could be more like heavy and present, just to give more body. But and yeah, I think that's cool. I like the flow. I really like I'm a big fan of like the style that you have going of mixing both. I think that's really unusual in the best way. I think that's nice.
It was inspired by dubstep disco by Ricky West.
Oh, sick! Nice. That's really good idea. I love Ricky. He's a nice guy. He's been coming out with some really good stuff lately too.
Yeah.
Really nice. Is the bass? Did you do the bass in Serum?
No, the bass well, one of them I did, but for the most part it's part of the like dubstep sound samples.
Oh, got it. I feel like, in all honesty, I think the rhythm is great. I'm not the biggest fan of the bass itself. I think like rah, rah, like I feel there's nothing really something special to it unless you want to go more that route. That made like wah, wah. It sounds like just a distortion over or like I feel there's nothing really exciting to it when you have like something so. I feel like there could be maybe something. I feel it's this texture of it or the movement is just like mah, mah, mah. I feel it could have just personally there could be more something fun to it because the song is super fun,
All right.
But I love the direction. Good job. You caught me off surprise in a really good way. But everything else, the mix is pretty good. The kick beside the clap, the kick is pretty present. It's not that loud, but I invited everybody to do it that way, so it's easier to compress more than like, having to go down. I feel we can hear all the right elements, so whenever the time has come, you're gonna be in a good place to put it louder. So for that, I'm not worried about. But good job. I like what I hear.
So do you think I should like layer the clap or just put some extra effects on it?
So I think seems like the clap you have now is cool. Sounds the sample itself sounds like on the level of like being a little bit like house clap. I think like if you want to go that route, I try to whatever dubstep sample you have, maybe like go with a heavier clap. So the sample itself, and in that sense here, the problem would be to try to layer 10 claps to make it louder. I think here the idea is like maybe your clap sample is great. You just need to, if you're maxed out on every channel you have, I would do a reset of maybe selecting everything you have, putting everything maybe down 5-10 dB, go on your master at the beginning of everything, put a utility or something that boosts everything 10, so basically you don't lose anything, you just gain yourself a bigger playground of dB you can play on your channel, and then literally go on the clap channel and put everything up 5-7 dB, and I think that would be the thing. I don't think you need layer more than being it louder in the mix, if that makes sense.
All right. Yeah, that makes sense.
And but pretty much I love that. Good job. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being in the community. We really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Hell yeah. See you soon.
See ya.
Go Aiden. All right, spin that wheel. So sorry. Psych out. Oh shit, Psych. Are you here? Bigwig just sent me the song you guys did. Oh, is he not here? Psych. Come on, please, I beg you. Kyoku. Kyoku, you got choose like 10 times last time. He's in call. All right. Psych, I just invited you. Oh, yeah, Psych, that would have been crazy, Pharaoh. I tried to invite you, Psych out. Let me know if it works.
Yo, yo.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good, man. How are you?
Really good. Victor sent me, I don't know if that one you sent, but he sent me one song you guys worked together.
No, it's not that one, but yeah. What'd you think of that guy?
Dude, fucking badass. Good job. I love that. Really,
Appreciate it, man.
Good,
Thank you.
Good job on the basses and everything. Really sick. So what you got for us?
So this is something a little heavier, a little wonkier. Something I've been kind of messing with an idea with. I'm not really sure where to take it yet, but for the first drop's pretty solid.
Sick. Perfect. Let's get to it. 1 minute 34. Damn, short. Super short.
Yeah, short one.
I just want to say before I forget this part, there's a lot of things happening. I'll come back. I just want to forget. Dude, I love that. Good job. Really, definitely unique. Like, people like DJ Snake, Jensen. I love the vibe. I think, like, what is it, like 170, 180?
Yeah, no, 87. So yeah, 174.
174. By
Yeah.
the way, Duck, 174 is better than 175. In your face. Mic drop. Do I have a mic here? I don't have a mic. No. I love it. The part. Maybe I was stupid then. That part is messy. I feel like you have, because your vocal is on time, but your synth is like a wobble, so there's like a little delay on the hit, so it feels like they're both like off beat, you know? Like it's kind of like just mind bugging for the ear of like it's kind of like just weird. So unless I would cheat with the vocal, realign it so with the bass, or I would just take out the vocal straight up. I think like what you have there is pretty cool. Like here, is it normal that you have like a space with the sub but no bass?
Yeah. It was just for like silence, but it still have the sub in there.
Yeah, I would try to maybe put a vocal or something because it sounds more like you forgot a bass there or something.
Okay. Something to fill it in.
Yeah, I just feel like it's because there's a sub doing a wobble on there, so it sounds like maybe there's a muted channel there. Because if you have like just nothing, that'd be cool. But you have a kind of like, especially because you had everything else following. I think like it's kind of like just it could be misinterpreted.
So probably like take out the sub or just add another sound to it or a vocal. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I feel like we could be like, yeah, a vocal could be cool or something, you know. But I like the vibe. Everybody in the chat went crazy. I think you have really, really dope melody and everything in there. The vocal like layered beside that last part was amazing. Really, really creative. I really like that. Just something. I think that's cool. Like, to be honest, I really like the idea. Mix down why. I think it's definitely in a good place. You know, in my opinion, I think you did a good job there. But yeah, that was mainly the main part was the place I say and the hit. But besides that, good job. Really dope demo.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that a lot.
No,
Thanks,
yeah,
chat.
keep on. Yeah, the chat went crazy. They're like, and that's always a good sign too. You know, I didn't say it on this one, but I always invite everybody to go check back the comment. So then you know there's some stuff, but in that one, everybody fucking went off. So you know it's a good sign.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I appreciate it. It's definitely something I'm gonna keep working on.
Yeah, I love that. I think are you gonna release that one soon or the one with Victor?
I'm gonna release the one with Victor soon.
Nice. Well, send it here and we'll post it. We'll let everybody know.
Absolutely, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Psych.
All right, man. Have a good one. Spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel.
Spin the wheel. Let's go.
Who are you? Here's this guy. Who let this guy on? Who let this guy on? Oh wait, sorry, I gotta go get my car. My car's problem. My car.
The airport's like 35, 40 minutes away with this traffic right now. So yeah.
Oh yeah, it's probably terrible right now.
Yeah, it's making me not want to move back to Orlando.
I miss Orlando. All right, spin that wheel. Miss you, Slot.
Miss you too, buddy.
You've been living in a hotel for fucking 3 weeks now.
I know, right? But
Chaos! This shit is rigged. This shit is rigged. Manifestation is a lie. No,
is
poutine.
chaos here?
Send me a poutine and we'll talk poutine tomorrow, Pharaoh. Chaos. Are you here, Chaos?
5,
4,
4, 3, 2, 1. He's not here. He hasn't said anything.
Alright, we love you, Chaos.
All right.
Dang, he's been here since the beginning. He's gonna be so mad. He's getting pissed. Oh shit! Pharaoh, he called it.
Bye, Chasm.
You click it?
I did.
Oh wow, damn, that's quick.
I know, right? 3 times faster than a snail.
I would revise that. I need to ask ChatGPT. Sarcasm, we invited you. Let me know if you able to.
Yo, sorry I wasn't seeing the
Oh.
notification. How is it going?
Really
Chillin'.
good. We have something special, you and me, to announce this week.
I don't know about that. I'm not saying anything.
I don't know
You
either.
guys have a collab?
No.
I'm keeping up. I wish, but no. No, it's not.
It's
Yeah.
it's in link with Putin. That's what I've been saying in the chat.
Oh, that, yeah. Okay.
Related shit, yeah.
Yeah, I know what
Really
you're talking about.
secret. You know me. You guys know me now. By the way, I'm so good at keeping secret all the time.
So good.
So good.
All right, what you got for us today, Pluggers? And by the way, shout out Montreal.
Oh yeah, shout out Montreal. So it's a new track with the body that I know you know. So he sent me stems, and then I worked on the
Oh shit,
drops.
body. Yes.
Oh yeah, it's with your boy Body. Let's go.
Yeah.
And you should hear it for the thing we might announce. Might
Nice.
hear it. That
Oh yeah. The thing that we might not announce, that's super secret.
exactly
Got
that
it.
thing.
Well, let's 3 minutes. What section?
You can skip the intro. Still, yeah. Well, it will no. Go with the go with the intro. Yes, because it needs a bit of mix down.
Okay.
So maybe your help will be. Yeah, I will appreciate the help. And let's skip the last drop in case. Or yeah, let's see that.
Amazing.
Oh, can you reduce the volume because it's super crushed? It's super crushed on Discord. So if you just like,
Oh,
yeah,
weird. Okay.
yeah, on Discord, I cannot say the F word, I guess, but it fucks up the sound. Yes.
Okay.
So,
I'll put it there. Thank you.
but
Say it loud and
I mixed that at
proud.
-2, so it does that. That's it. You can skip to the last part, or if there's still time remaining.
Okay, yeah, I get the idea. So yes, I love that. That's fucking sick. One thing, it seems like it's like it seems like it's two projects. The drop is a project and the entry is a project.
Yeah, it's not meshed well together for me.
I feel like the mix down of the drop on point, fucking clean as hell.
Yep,
the intro seems like that middle part here. There's something that it's not sticking. Like the drum, like it seems like the guitar are kind of like are not glued with the drum in the sense that it's the guitar just on top of the drum. You know, often with metal, I think it's just a balance that they have to be like joint, like they seem glued together. Not that it needs to be in the same group. Just the level now of the guitar seems to be like 4 dB louder in the drum, and the drum tops too. Like I feel like it seems like the eye ends of the kick are cutted, especially in metal. The tom, it's thumping, it's nice, but with the fact that I feel it's high cutted, I feel kind of takes away the vibe. It's like you have like EDM kicks trying to do a double paddle, a double pattern of of a metal, of a metal drum. So I feel like that needs to be revised, or maybe the sample needs to be maybe another one. There's something just not sticking there in the mix, so I would try to balance that. Drop
for the kick, right? for the
Yes,
kick?
mainly the kick, and
Okay.
the guitar needs to be lower a little bit. And often seems
Yeah, yeah.
that like they're gonna have the bass guitar. I can't really hear it here. I feel you have the kick and the guitar. I think a bass guitar
Yeah, yeah.
that would probably
Yeah,
help
there.
everything to glue together.
Yeah, yeah. There's one. I think it's maybe not loud enough compared to the guitar.
Yeah, I think
So I might
that might
bump
be
it up a
it.
bit. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
And actually, on the guitar, it's Bowdy. It's not a sample. It's Bowdy that did the
oh
guitar. So
shit, really sick,
yeah.
really
So
cool.
first time I mixed down acoustic. Well, acoustic. Yeah, like real instruments. So kind of a challenge here, but yeah, definitely that intro is the part that gives me most trouble here. So we'll check those drums, making sure like they're glued.
But
The
I
like
love the second drop for me.
the
Was
weird
like my
the weirder
favorite.
drop.
Like, yeah, that shit's badass. That probably would
Nice.
go wild live. That's really dope.
Can't wait to play it. Yes, but yeah, awesome. I really will work on that intro. At first, it was a simple, just like the guitar, almost no drums or just like cymbals. I decided I wanted to be heavy, like a metal intro.
Yes.
I'll see if I can glue better like the intro to the drop because indeed right now it sounds like two different
Project, yeah,
songs.
the mix down,
Yeah.
and this is always the trickiest part with metal, is to make both well live together. That when the switch goes from dubstep to the switch of the drum of
Yeah.
metal, you cannot use an EDM kick for the drum because it sounds so fake. But then if
Yeah,
you go
yeah,
to
yeah.
drum metal to EDM kick section, it's like
Yep.
fuck. It sounds so. That's always a challenge. Like it's part of it, but when it's done, it fits well. I think that just needs to be readjusted, but solid. I hope you're gonna
He's
play
good.
it at
No,
the stream. Play it
let's
in my
just
dream. I hope you're gonna play it in my dream. Play
perfect.
in my dream.
I'll try. I'll try. Yes.
Wait, where are you playing next? Yeah, right. But yeah, amazing work. Thank you, Psychism. I see you soon.
Yeah, that was a good
See you
track.
soon. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
See you soon. Wink, wink.
Bye bye.
All right, Slot. Good job. Love that. That second drop here was. Yeah, badass. Sick. Montreal represent. DD drum and bass. I got this shirt giving at Waukegan this weekend. $6,000. Oh shit, that's him. The Pain. Thank you, The Pain. Amazing shirt. Told you I'm wearing it. I wear it yesterday too. TJ, yeah, nice. Good to see you. Shout out you guys for the amazing merch. All right, Puzzle Mito, are you there?
In 5, 4.
Oh yeah,
3.
wait, he's here. He put his
Where?
hand up. Puzzle Mito, you just got called.
I put his hand up.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it feels rigged today.
Because Snails is running the wheel. It's so rigged. It's so rigged.
That is the most rigged. Like, okay, guys, we have to be honest here. We rigged the reel today. Dude, we missed you this weekend, Slot. I was with Boogar. It was so fun.
I'll be in Chicago in the 17th.
Oh shit.
Really? Of this month?
Yeah, I'm going to Electric Forest, so I'll be there.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, he's going with Mal. With Malfunction.
With Mal, yes.
Can't call him Mal, though, because that's my wife's name.
Yeah. The other Mal. The other Mal. Dude, Boogar.
Hello. This was the one I sent you.
Oh, the one you played?
Or I didn't send it to you. This is the one I played.
Oh, sick. Oh, wait, Puzzamito. Well,
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know why. I was clicking accept and my computer just didn't work.
Okay,
Go ahead, do him.
Forward
We'll do
You
Bugar. We'll come
always
back to you.
You're
Yeah,
good. You're good.
we'll come back to you. But moving forward, anytime anybody gets chosen on the wheel, we're looking at the chat. So you have to reply in the chat so that we know you're here. Just moving forward. All right, go ahead. Play the chart.
Wait, I just want to say again, thank you, Bugar, for all the thing you did this weekend. It's amazing. The whole filming.
We're happy to.
It was so much fun seeing all the fam.
Yeah, it was a really good time.
Yeah, good time. All right.
I eat my dinner in my bathtub, then I go to sex clubs, watching freaky people getting it on. It doesn't make me nervous, if anything I'm restless. Yeah, I've been around and I've seen it all. I get home, I got the munchies, binge on all my Twinkies, throw up in the tub, then I go to sleep. And I drank up all my money, dazed kinda lonely. You're gone and I gotta stay high all the time to keep you off my mind. All the time to keep you off my mind.
There's a little thing on the vocal here.
To keep you off my mind. All the time. All the time. To keep you off my mind. Spend my days locked in a haze, trying to forget your face, but fall back down. Gotta stay high all my life to forget I'm missing you.
The end is so abrupt.
Yeah.
I love that. It's good. I mean, I heard it live. I know it goes off. So
Yeah.
The only thing was, wait, did you guys hear me when I paused it or no?
Yeah. You said something about
the grid. It's like the vocal. Like I feel there's something about the vocal. To be on my mind, it was like just like it seems like it was just like a problem of gridding because everything else was good. But I like it. I think your snare's popping. Your snare's so clean. I would maybe check now hearing it there. I feel like how clean is your snare? I tried to have it because it's like transienty, you know. I think like I would try to have the same for the kick, but even there, it's dope. I think your drop is really smashing. That's like, it's clean, it's easy, it's well done. Like, good job on that one.
Thank you. I mean, it's pretty basic dubstep tear out, but that's what I was going for. You know, I got to switch it up a little bit in the second drop. Yeah. Whenever I get to that. I started this one on Thursday, so it's still pretty early.
No, yeah, and it did good when you played it. That was your intro, no?
Yeah, it was my intro. It was hard to get out of it with that abrupt stop, but I got it.
Yeah. Slut, you probably don't have the right. Are you sleeping, Slut?
No.
Almost.
Do you have anything to say, or you just
I don't know. It sounded fine to me. The phrasing was a little weird. But like it wasn't bad weird. It was just like kind of threw me off, but it could just be Discord like lagging. I am in a hotel where the internet is absolute booty cakes.
Right.
But yeah, I don't really have much. There's not much done in terms of like the drop to give you too much feedback on. So, I mean, what I heard sounded fine.
What about the intro? Do you think the intro is a little too empty? Do you think it needs a little bit more to it?
No, I think the intro sounded fine. The vocal carries the intro and the song in general, so it's like you got to give that time to breathe and like space to breathe. So, I think it was fine. Yeah, no, I'm not sure. I mean, wait, you're on FL, right?
No, I'm on Ableton.
Oh, okay. So the best way to put your vocals like is to like put the vocal stem into the track at the actual BPM of the track, and then put another track with like the actual track, and then just match them up, and until like you're not hearing like you hear like you don't hear phasing, you just hear it getting really loud, and like it's like super loud with like the vocal on both parts of the track. Because what that does, then you can then warp the track, like warp the vocal, and then you can like go to the host tempo of the project file, change it to whatever BPM you're trying to go to, and then your vocals are already warped to the grid.
Right.
So that would fix that problem that Fred was saying you had. Because if you're like manually warping it all, that's probably why.
Yeah, Ozzy and I did a lot of the warping on the vocal. It was a bit of a struggle to get it right because it is like a 110 BPM song going up to 150. So
Yeah.
The build is sick though. Like it's like a long build. I think that's really nice. I build the tension.
right.
Yep. Yeah, you just have to do what I just said. I mean, I can show you
Yeah.
on the. I'll be hanging out
You
in the
just
Discord
have to
later.
do what I just said. Clipped.
Yeah.
Just
If you do exactly what I do, what did I say?
Just do what? Just do.
I'm saying if
just
you
be
don't
a
want it to
fellow.
be difficult, it's not. It makes it much less difficult than it already is. You know.
Right.
Oh, but
Well,
otherwise, yeah, cool idea.
hold on, I'm gonna guess to prove that it's rigged. I'm gonna guess who's gonna go next here.
Quasimodo.
I'm gonna go. It's gonna be Thicket. It's gonna be Thicket's gonna be next.
No, we have Posito.
Oh, after that though, when you spin it again, it's gonna be Thicket. I just want to
Posito.
prove that it's rigged to everybody. That I'm actually rigging the wheel here.
Yeah, he's the one.
Is Posito still here?
Hey, Positos.
Oh, perfect. All right, hopping out.
Posimoto.
Yeah, it's like Quasimodo from Hunchback of Notre Dame, but my last name is really Polish, so it's just like a play on his name.
Oh, sick. Are you from Europe?
No, I'm American.
Oh, okay, got it. Sick. We got for. I think it's the first time you're here, right?
Second, I was on Sloths last week.
Nice.
She was.
Sweet.
We tried to work on what you said, Sloth. The base is underwater. We definitely put some effort into fixing those.
All right, let's hear it.
3 minutes. Do I skip something or I'll play the first drop?
If you just want to play the first drop, that's fine.
Cool. Amazing.
And you don't know. You don't know.
What was
Now
the? Sorry, what?
The basses sound kind of thin to me.
For me, the main thing is I think I like what I hear. I think it's a little
Yeah.
bit repetitive, in my opinion. I would just try to like that melody is cool. I just feel like those two synths switch. Like if I switch the synth, maybe I would try some different little pattern. But one of the big thing that marked me was here, like there's like
That's pretty good.
that switch is really abrupt. Because those sounds and frequency are really like one is like super screechy, the other one is low. So when the switch come in, it seems like the low is way less impactful. So I think there's some sort maybe to at the end of here, you know, like maybe instead of having the drum, like having a fill or something that could make the transition from the screech high pitch sound to that one, so it doesn't like seems like lower impact, lower energy, you know. And what
Oh, right
synth
on.
do
Okay.
you use for that?
What's that?
What's the synth you use for it?
Serum 1 is what I'm on right now.
Okay. Does it sound mono?
Does it? Okay, that's actually really good. The feedback you gave on the second drop too with that transition is actually like almost identical to what I was thinking.
Yeah.
This is actually a track that I'm working on. A buddy just started getting into music and he wants to start trying, so he was actually in the house with me, like messing around with it. And the second drop is mostly him, which is probably why it sounds repetitive, because literally what we did was we just copy pasted like the sub layers and everything over to the right, and then just kind of let him play with Serum and make his own little basses and play with it.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how I felt as well.
No, I feel like that transition for me was the biggest thing that need to be fixed in terms of EQ, in terms of like having a feel, like something. But there's something happening though. It sounds like it's phasing or something. Like this is weird. Yeah, it sounds like your whole song is like in mono.
Okay, I'll have to take a look into that. Bear in mind too, I'm very not very new to making music, but I've only been like
You're
actually
good.
putting stuff
It
out
sounds like you
successfully.
have on your master maybe a mono utility or something.
It could be
Because
limiter
that's why
for
I'm
sure.
comparing it to other like.
Sounds like it's getting limited, yeah.
Like, or there's something that makes the basses like phasing or something in there. It's not as
And now
clean. What?
making them thin. It's making the bases are thinning out.
Yeah, but I would check that. But overall, beside the repetitive part and just the transition, I think it's a great idea. I think it's cool. Not sure how long you've been doing that for, but you know, it's a good idea. It's a solid stuff. So good job.
I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I had taken a lot of what Sloth said last week with like sounding underwater and kind of changed it because I was using Pro Q3 with the EQ match on my master just to like kind of hopefully bring out the sound more from anything I'd already EQ'd myself. But I removed that entirely, and now I'm not hearing the underwater feedback, so now it just sounds like they're thin. And when you guys are saying basses, are you guys saying like my stabs or my subs?
The synth itself.
Bass.
The synth itself. Okay.
Yeah, the screech.
Copy that. Okay. Well, then,
like it sounds. Yeah, it's definitely mono.
It sounds like when you're listening to it through like someone's speaker on Discord, and like let's say their microphone picks up the speaker. That's kind of what the synth sounds like because of like how like it doesn't you can't really feel the full bodiness of the sound, like of the bass itself. So either you're like it's phasing, you're cutting off something too much, like you're cutting too much of that sound out, like with the low cut or whatever you're doing for EQ, or it's just like you said you're using, maybe it's your limiter could just be hitting and chopping off too much of it, like limiting too
No, I
much
think
of the
it's
sound.
really. It sounds like there's just a mono something on it.
Yeah.
It's really because I compare it's really straight up in there, like in the middle.
Yeah.
So, but
Okay,
I think like when that's gonna be fixed, could be just a little button or Maybe it's your chain that has like, one time I was using, I think it was R bass, but I used a mono one instead of like, was it like there was a plugin I use in mono, and I was like, fuck, it sounds weird, and I was like, oh fuck, yeah, I used the wrong one. So I think it could be just something like this.
Okay, perfect.
But
Well,
good job. I think
that's
overall,
awesome.
like, it's definitely in a good place, better place than what it used to be.
Hell yeah, I appreciate you guys. Yeah, I really appreciate this feedback because the only feedback I get is from family and friends, and they're extremely biased. So like they
Yeah,
always just say, "Oh, it
same.
sounds good."
No,
But
I mean,
I also
you're
drive like a
always more invited
2003.
to go in VC here. There's always people in there hanging out.
Yeah, I know CTR and Z, so they've
Sick.
actually been huge in helping out. But yeah, I appreciate you guys giving me some inputs. I just need to get better speakers. It sounds like in my car, so I can sound test better.
Maybe, yeah. But good job. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Bye. All right, last one of the day. Before money. Money, money, money. Here comes the money. Money, 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 money. Ha,
No
ha,
quit.
ha, ha. Wow. Are you giving it or I give it?
Yeah, I got it.
Wow, no quit.
The meme lord over here.
You can quit your job because you get SLUGZ coin money now. Established. The Happy Pony. You have Happy Pony in the chat?
Not online.
No, huh?
Info. Oh, never mind.
He's here?
Yep.
All right.
Was.
Just invited. Happy Pony.
In. 4. Okay. I need some coffee.
Hi, how are you, Happy Pony? Hello?
Dun, dun, dun,
Bonjour.
dun, 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 dun.
Hola.
What's the next one? Dun, 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 dun,
Okay,
dun,
I
dun.
guess we'll just play it and get to it. The Happy Pony make one growl and takes his Skrillex. Nice outro. I like this song at the end. So we can't hear you, Happy Pony.
Yeah. So
But
I like this at the end.
but I will say, I think you have a solid melody going. I think you have like some really cool stuff in there. Construction of the intro is a bit long. The drop is so you have all the element of the drop, but I felt your basses needs to be way more balanced. Like, oh, he's
Yep.
gone.
All over the place.
Like that sounds sick though. That's cool. It just needs to be properly mixed. I think it's gone.
His thing wasn't working. Remember?
But yeah, pretty much I would try to balance
Working
your
now?
bass. Hello.
Hello. I've been trying to talk. It said it was picking up, but it was not working. Sorry, guys.
No worry. Were you able to hear what we were saying?
Yeah, I managed to hear all of that.
Yeah. So
Fortunately, at least the audio was working.
Yeah, no. So basically, I just think your bass group needs to be louder. Like it's just too much in the background. Like I feel like you have that big like that's cool, but then the screech long before is way not loud enough. So I think like that needs to
Alright.
be put up. And after that, when everything would be balanced level wise, you could compress everything with a multi-band compressor just so everything is even more balanced and glued together. And yeah, but your melody and everything is really nice. Like your chord thing is good. So I think it's truly just a mixed down balance of those elements so they're not like all over the place.
All over the
Good
place,
job
yeah,
on
right.
the on everything. It's good.
See, here's the thing. I haven't tried making like actual like dubstep or anything. I've been really busy with work and all that stuff, and it's been 5 years since I last tried to make dubstep or anything like such.
Okay.
And I've been mainly focusing on house music and chill out and shit like that.
Okay.
But I just wanted to give myself a breath, or how do I say this? Update myself in this kind of sound, because I did fall in love with Brostep back in 2012 and all that SLUGZ era back in the day. I just wanted to give myself a shot at trying and no, I don't know, making something quite like that reminds me myself of that era way back when I got into this kind of music.
Yeah, I mean, I think you do yourself a favor, and that's fun. I do that all the time with house, so I get where you're coming from. I love that. I think it's great. Again, after if you decide to go to do even more, I would say personally for me, I would just try to balance those synths. But you have a really good basic knowledge of what you're doing right now. Like everything is in the right place. It just needs level wise. But good job on this.
Merci beaucoup. I really appreciate it, man.
Oh, t'es
And non, je ne parle pas le français, mais je comprends un petit peu.
Oh, okay. Well,
Je suis from Barcelona.
Oh, sick! Oh man, that's amazing. Go at the beach for me.
Should come over. It's really nice in here.
On my way, coming right now.
It's getting hot right now, and you know it.
To add to what he
But
said
yeah,
about the
thank you very
sound
much, and sorry for all the problem. And I was trying to tell you to skip the intro and all that shit.
Oh, yeah,
This is just one half of the track. It's just that has some major how do I say this? It's lacking some parts as of now. So I didn't want to put you guys through all that shit.
Oh, no, it's
right?
good.
So I really appreciate the feedback. I really appreciate your thoughts. All of this will contribute and help me become a better producer and make more bass, of course,
Come here
rather than just house music.
We're here every week.
I will. So far, it's been a great experience. So thank you guys so much, and I wish you guys a good night.
Thank you.
You've been saying good days, but since you're French,
Merci.
merci beaucoup. Good night, guys. Take care.
Take care.
I gotta go because I have a call to do, and I've already been pushing it for 15 minutes. But you're more than welcome to do one more.
With what? I don't have a wheel or.
Oh, can I give you the wheel? Okay, I'll spend it for you, and I'll send you a link. Oh!
Primate.
Oh, you have the link now. Wait, if I stop streaming, you'll have it, right?
Let's see.
Invite him for you. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I have to go. But are you doing yours tonight or no?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I'll say
8
what's
p.m.
up tonight.
EST. You say
Let's
that every time.
go.
Oh,
I say every time, and I'll come tonight.
okay.
I love you. I gotta go, but Xymate, I love you. I miss you. I'm jealous.
Love you, Mr.
He's jealous. He's jealous.